Hey, how y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in for another Chainbreaker Squad. You know what I mean? We're gonna be talking about some general things, just freestyling it, but it'll be interesting. You know it always is. We got D-Lad, the host, innovator, the one that came up with it. You know what I mean? Chainbreaker Squad game. Got a guest, Sonny. Introduce yourself, Sonny.
What's the deal, Sonny boy?
Yeah, yeah, that fam. You know me, royalty. Uh, we're gonna start off with just light topics, just to get the session going real quick, like. And I'm gonna ask Sonny Boy a question, and I'm only gonna ask this question because I recently went on a cruise, and one of the things I thought about was flat Earth, round Earth. So I'm gonna ask Sonny, flat Earth, round Earth. What you think?
Man, I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to go flat.
Okay, okay. I can see that because out there on the water, it looked flat. It looked flat all the way around. But then when I was out there, I realized I ain't had no damn moon for like 2 days. I was like, "What the fuck the moon is?" And then, like when you get to land, you get back to land, then you got the moon. But then I realized that it go from east to west, right? Which don't make it flat or round. But at the same time, I thought about a sphere, like a circle, a ball. If you shine a light right there, it's gonna shine there, and as it turns, it's gonna get darker this way, and it's gonna light up the other side. As far as flat, if you shine a light on a piece of paper or something, it's gonna light up there all the way across. It ain't turning, so it ain't gonna get darker. It ain't gonna get lighter. It's gonna stay light, or it's gonna stay dark, which vice versa. You know what I mean? I was like, what the fuck? But that was just something I was just thinking about. Anyways, you be on social media a lot. So what's one thing that you see a lot of that you got an opinion on?
You mean like generally?
Yeah, like I mean, I know you be on social media, so you see a lot of different videos about what's one of the things that you come across a lot, or that you have something to say that you haven't commented on social media or something like that.
Uh, how we wind up
Anything.
knowing more celebrities' business than our own, I guess. I don't know.
Celebrities business. That's what you mainly come across, or what you be looking at.
That ain't what I be looking at. That's just what I be seeing. What celebrities having what kind of problems in their life?
Uh, okay, okay, I can go off that. So I'm gonna ask you this: being that you see a lot of that, do you indulge in it, or is it like you really dig into it to see what they're going through, or is it just you see it and keep going?
I would like run across the thumbnail and I just keep on moving.
Okay, so let me ask you like this then: what do you come across that catch your interest that you look into? Like what's one of the topics that you would check out before any other ones?
I say probably crime. I ain't gonna lie to you, like a lot of crime articles and shit.
Is it informational, or are you looking for information type things, or is just you want to see, like, I guess the propaganda of it, like
I more of on the info, who did what.
Okay, the last one that caught your eye as far as the crime thing the last one that you was interested in watching. What was the last one and what was it about?
Yeah, really. Before we hopped on here, some little some kid years ago had some 14-year-old killed his classmate in the bathroom stall. Some shit.
Yeah, that's tragic.
They asked him a reason. He ain't have a reason. He just said he wanted to do it. So he told him there was a surprise in the bathroom stall and killed him.
What the shit? Okay, you watch some weird shit, but I don't know, like that type thing to me, I probably would probably pass over only for the fact that a lot of the shit that you watch like that don't get publicized. It's not like on the news and shit like that. You know what I mean? And I don't entertain a lot of it because the only thing that they do publicize is um I'm gonna say it like this. Minorities fucking up. And the only way they would publicize their people fucking up is globally known already. So a lot of that shit be like hidden and only one or two people didn't record it. But our shit don't get recorded unless hundreds of people are following it and reposting it and all of this shit. So that social media thing, I really don't follow like that. Like as far as even with like the Queen and all this other shit that's going on with the wars and the motherfucking trade and it's so much shit going on. You can't follow well, you can follow all of it if you feel like you want to invest that much time into it. But with with the social media, the way they try to control it, even now, say we finish this stream and they don't like something we said, they're gonna take us off. For one, we minority. For two, they might say it's controversial to whatever's going on. You know what I mean? And they can just take it off and just give us a bullshit reason why they took it off or mute the content. You know what I mean? But when they got something to put out there, they not gonna mute that. They're gonna leave it out there because they narrated it. If they can't narrate what you're saying or what's going on, then 9 times out of 10 is bullshit. So social media, I rarely listen to or pay attention to. Now TikTok and stuff like that, I watch that before I watch TMZ because it's genuine people doing genuine things on a day-to-day basis. They just showing their life or acting a fool, whatever. It's some genuine shit. You know what I mean? On that news thing, it's just narrated and they take out and put in what they want. So I really don't pay attention too much. I a little bit I take here and there. That's with everything though. You take a little bit here and there, but don't believe the whole story because they ain't telling you the whole story. And it's been like this since the beginning. Anyway, let me come up with another question since I got you on here. Uh, Lad, you got a question? Okay. Uh, what do people wanna? Okay, let me ask you this, and I'm gonna switch the whole topic, and I'm gonna ask you this because I just watched this before we got on here. It was about relationship type shit. like in a relationship, what do you feel about the role as far as a man and as far as a woman?
I definitely want to tap in on that after him.
Yes, sir.
How do I how do I feel about the role between the man and the woman?
Yes.
Well, first off, I feel like if titles need to be thrown into stuff like that, then both should come with their own. There shouldn't be no one sided. You got to do everything. You know what I'm saying, on the man or the woman, because the man has to be the provider, but the woman has to be the help meet as well. She got to help meet what can't be met by the provider. That's how I feel about that.
Okay. Okay. I can deal with that, but the provider is what you're talking about. Okay. What about like leading? Like as far as because you can provide without leading. You can provide the money, but you're not leading or you're not giving knowledge to the family. Like what do you think about that?
I feel like that should already come with the territory, because a woman shouldn't want no nigga that ain't no leader anyway. To be honest,
I could feel that. So what's the difference to you? What's the difference between a leader as far as a man that can be in the family, provide and teach, and the man that come in and help her with her kids as far as financially, but mentally he not there, but she love him and she keep him around.
and that I don't know. I don't know how that would go, but I feel like if that was the case, she would have more love for him than being in love with him. Because in instances that I've seen, like a woman would want somebody to put her on some shit, like put her on game, tell her the ins and outs of whatever you got going on, and as well as mentally being there for what she got going on.
Okay.
I feel like that would be the nigga they fall in love with, as far as just providing shit like financially.
I get your feelings, but you still ain't answered the questions. Like,
Oh, my bad.
no, it's good, it's good, it's good. Cause we building. What you got, like?
My bad.
Mute your
Ask the
mic.
question
Yeah.
again. Ask the question again.
The last question or the
Or
first? Like the
just
first
ask me.
question was. The last question was, what would be the difference? Like, you know what I
Well, no, just
mean?
ask me the first question, and then we can build too.
Okay. The first question was what was the
Has
first one?
something to do with roles or something like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. How you look at the roles in a relationship between a woman and a man that's together? Like, how do you view the roles and how you feel that it should be played out? Type.
I don't know why I just bust out laughing.
Now, just be real with it though. Come with it.
uh, I feel like you know what I mean. When it comes to the role part, the role is whatever needs to be done. That's the role.
Is that for the man or the woman?
It's for everybody.
Okay, okay.
The role is what needs to be done or what you good at. You feel me? That's what the role is. You know what I'm saying? I had an epiphany the other day that made me think about this, and it's crazy that you brought this up too. But I had an epiphany the other day that made me think about that. Like when it comes to relationships, you know what I'm saying? Where people stand and roles and all that type of stuff. It ain't no role. It's about what need to be done and who can do it, or who can do it the best, or whatever. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Because I feel like whoever the smartest or the best at whatever subject or obstacle it is should handle it, or whoever is in position to handle it. Not should, not I don't want to say should, but it's going to. You feel me? It's going to handle it. You know what I mean? Whether it's something little or something big. So whether we talking about something around the house or taking care of the house. You feel me? So that's how I feel about that on the roles part. Hold on, and let me just expound a little bit more about what my epiphany was. Also, you know what I'm saying. Let me keep going. So also, I think I realized that to me, and just let me know what it sound like, because maybe I'm learning. Everybody, we all learning. So maybe let me know what it sound like. You know what I'm saying? And for the viewers, you can drop a comment and let me know what I sound like when I say this too. But I feel like it's like a man is to love his woman and a woman is to respect her man. You feel me? That's how I feel.
I can respect
You know
that
what
to
I
the
mean?
point.
Because most of the time with a man, it's just, you know what I'm saying? If with a man, men love, respect is a big thing with men, period. With all
That's
people, but
probably
when it
that's
comes to
probably
a
number
man,
one. That's probably
yeah,
number
right.
one.
When it comes to a man, respect is probably one of the biggest things. So, you know what I'm saying? And respect, in the ways of him having a problem or issue with something, you recognizing, what I'm saying, that he is expressing the way he feel about something to you. Feel me? It's not, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of women take it as a dude trying to control them. You feel me? Because,
A
but
lot of
like,
a lot of them will take it as weakness too.
think about this, like you got you a nice woman and she probably finna put on something that you probably don't agree with, right? So you'd be like, hey babe, I feel like that's a little too revealing. You know what I
Right.
mean? At that moment, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying. That's what the respect. Because she gotta understand that it's not him trying to control you. It's about the love that he has for you. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean?
A real man in that situation do it because he know himself. And if
You know,
somebody approach you
he
in the
know other
wrong
men.
way,
You know how other men is. You feel me?
exactly. If somebody approach you in the wrong way, then he know how he gonna react.
You know
So
how
to
other men.
avoid that
So it's
situation,
to, you know what I'm saying. So it's not necessarily to control no woman in a way too, but it's just about it's a love thing. A man love his woman. You feel me? And like vice versa with the men. If a man love his woman, feel me, the man gonna do everything. He gonna change who he is. He gonna become the man, the best man that he can be for this woman because he love her.
right?
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
So that's I mean I probably can explain it better later on. You feel me? But for right now, I'm still going through it
Yeah,
far as
yeah,
the what and all that. So I feel like if we do want to say it's a role, I feel like that's what I'm gonna have to say on that. For the man, you know what I'm saying, is to love your woman. For the woman is to respect your man.
Okay, so what would you say is the difference between the dude that's doing everything and showing everything that get kicked to the side, and then keeping a nigga that's showing a little respect, a little love, but I mean he not really that emotionally type shit. Like why they keep them instead of the niggas that's all the way in?
You know,
Like your opinion is just your opinion. You know what I mean?
I know, I am, and you know, I don't really like to. I like to talk in general a lot. You know that I like to talk in general.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say that due to experience, I know people or have known people to go through or be in situations like that.
Right.
Both sides, either the man was dealing with a woman that was messed up, and he was still going through it, or the other way around. So you feel me? And I'm gonna say the truth is, to me, I don't know why people do that. You know, I can say that I've been one of them people. And I don't know, even at the time, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know why myself. You feel me? So it's
I just asked because
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I done been through a lot of shit, you know what I mean? And I've done a lot of shit. But
yeah.
after I sat back and thought about it, it was just because I just wasn't happy with myself. Like I was moving the way everybody that I was hanging around moving. I wasn't moving like I wanted to move. I was moving with everybody else. But once I started moving in my own direction and doing my own shit, I ain't had those problems. You know what I mean? That's just on my end. I don't know what everybody else is, but when you moving with a crowd, that crowd shifting. It's crowded. It's you can't keep up with everybody's movements. It start bouncing around. You start bouncing around different ways. You
Yeah,
know what I
you can't
mean?
fall into that mob mentality either.
When you moving by yourself, it's easier to calculate your next movement. You know what I mean? So a lot of people doing too much of social media. They doing too much of hanging around too many different people, and what they doing is they bouncing because they bouncing off everybody they hanging around. All these different emotions, all these different goddamn changes that they going through them with them, but they don't know it's affecting them until shit happen. Until they got to sit back and be like, "What the fuck? How did I get here?" You know what I mean?
And
That's
see,
my opinion.
that's what I'm saying. I wasn't like, how did I get here? My thing was, I was like, why am I still here?
Yeah,
Why,
yeah. Oh,
why am I
yeah, 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 yeah.
why am I doing this? You feel me? I know what I have. I know what I'm capable of.
Right.
I'm not losing nothing really. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too deep,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it was it was a couple of them though. But I don't even want to go into that because it's too much information. But I'm gonna just say I was definitely like that, and you know what I'm saying. The answer that I'm gonna say is I don't know. I don't know why people, you
Well,
know
I
what I'm saying.
can't say why, but I can say that's what it was. I don't know why that's what it was. Maybe because I was nonchalant, didn't really give a fuck at that time, but at the same time, I did. I was just really wasn't focused on that, so I really wasn't paying attention to how it was going. I was too focused on trying to do something else to focus on that, not realizing that was affecting what I was trying to do. You know what I mean? If that make any sense.
I got you.
Yeah, on
I
that type
think,
shit.
and you know what I'm saying. While you were saying that, I'm sitting here thinking, and I think that's what it was too for me.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because I wasn't tripping because I still was doing what I was doing, but
yeah,
it did affect what I was trying to do.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because you know, I had
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't,
yeah, yeah, yeah. We
I
ain't
can't
gotta
even
get too
say
personal.
it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah. Real shit.
man. So, hey, Sonny,
Yo,
I gotta ask you, fam. So, what you think about that part though? What I said about you know, if we do, if I feel like if there are roles, you know what I'm saying, the role is for a woman to respect her dude, you know what I'm saying, and the man to love his woman, and then all that explanation that I gave and stuff. What you think
yeah,
about
that's legit for real though. Cause I'm 25. I'm still learning. So my opinion was my opinion, but that kind of dug deep into
because
into a
at
lot.
the end of the day, I don't mean to cut you off, but at the end of the day, like most of the time, it be the man fault why the relationship messed up, right?
Yeah.
But
Allegedly.
allegedly, but
Oh
I'm
yeah, I
just
know what you mean.
from a man perspective. If we the reason, then this is what we need. You feel me? If we the reason, then this the reason why right here. You feel me?
Yeah.
If a man really love you, like I say, the man that's gonna change his whole life, become a different person, become a better man, you know what I'm saying, within his self for you,
Yeah, that's love for real. Got to be.
Take it.
that's all he really required from a woman, his woman. That's
I
all any
mean,
man really required from their woman or
if you
what
think about it,
woman is respect because I mean not a woman but their woman. You feel
if
me?
you
Because
think about it, with respect comes the
anybody,
rest of it. Once she respects you, all the rest gonna fall in line.
yeah, right.
Your
That's what
love, all that's
I'm
gonna fall in
because
line.
look, I'm gonna tell you why. Because when she respect you, you love her, but you love her more than you ever loved anybody before. You feel me? So that in turn make I mean not make, but that reciprocates all of that same energy from her too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Which is gonna make her love you and you know what I'm saying, make her want to become a better woman as well. You know what I'm saying? It if the man is the leader, uh, you know, then that's how it's gonna happen because you in turn following his lead. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. Talking about leadership. Do you have to be the breadwinner of the family to be the leader?
Hey, I'm gonna say, look at this comment right here. I threw this comment up here for a reason.
Okay, I see you.
You feel me? I threw that up for a reason. That was in the comments. But go ahead, Sonny. I'm gonna let you go first on this one.
You say, do you have to be the breadwinner to be the leader?
Yeah.
You talking about generally or in a relationship?
In your relationship, your wife, your girlfriend, do
No,
you have
no,
to be the
no,
breadwinner to
no,
be the leader of the family?
no.
Um,
And
why?
I say that because okay, I'm gonna say, okay, if the nigga the breadwinner and he don't know how to spend money, he gonna need some help on where everything go. Or if the female don't know how to spend that money and she the breadwinner and she gonna need some help on putting that where it go. So now
Okay,
it take a mindset to be a leader, a stiff mindset to be.
I can flex with that. What you got, lad? Okay. While we work on that, wait on that. I'm gonna say my little piece. As far as being a leader, mindset is definitely a part of leading. But to me, as far as a relationship or marriage or anything in that area where you feel like you really want to be with this person. To me, personally, I don't think there is a leader. I think that if you can't meet and talk uh to where y'all not on the same page, then one of them had to feel like that they're higher than the other, then that relationship not gonna work anyway.
That
That's
was
just how.
my bad. I
Go
heard
ahead,
y'all.
fam.
I heard you saying something. I was trying to see what you was asking me.
Oh no, I was asking you the same question I asked him about the leadership
Man, you said if what? Oh, yeah, yeah. Ask me that again.
in a relationship, right? Do you
Yeah,
feel that there need to be a leader, or should the man just be the leader automatically?
that's hey, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna say in a relationship, there is no leader. Once again, like I said at first, whoever gonna do it.
Right.
The leader is gonna lead by example. You feel me? That's what the leader gonna do. The leader is just gonna do it, and everybody else don't have no choice but to fall in line or follow or do it. You know what I mean? So no, you feel me? I don't think just because somebody make the most money or pay the most bills is the leader. No, no.
Okay. Well, Sonny said the one with the strongest mentality would take over the leader role at that time, basically. So, like, if at this time
Come on,
we're
right
going,
now, let him explain because I let him explain his own
all right, go
answer.
ahead, Sonny. I mean, he said it, but your phone had cut off.
Nah, I was on here, but I was doing something, so I wasn't paying attention.
Nah, I said as far as making the money go, like the breadwinner, I don't think that person should be. That's just my opinion. I don't think that person should be the leader because that person could be the breadwinner and not know how to spend the money and gonna need help on where that money need to go.
Okay. All right, look, y'all. I got somebody coming in. I want you to ask royalty. I want you to ask them questions. The first two questions you ask at first to this person. All right. You ready? You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
We got Mari on this thing, the queen. You get it?
All right, how you doing?
You gonna ask your questions, man. I ain't gonna
Hello.
say nothing either. I'm gonna mute my microphone.
I
Mm-hmm.
the first question was what was the first question was the relation the head of
Something about
the
roll.
say that again.
Something about roll.
Oh, what is what do you feel the man role and the woman role, the difference in the roles in a relationship as far as not like common dating, but like a relationship like marriage or a serious relationship, like how would you put the man's role and the woman's role, or is there any difference?
There is a difference. There is a major difference. A man's
Okay.
role in in any relationship, from dating and being in a marriage, should always be to protect. You know what I'm saying? Definitely number one. So he should be able to lead and on any circumstance. You know what I'm saying? So his role is to protect, to provide, and either, you know what I'm saying, help produce. You know what I'm saying? So if he's protecting, providing, you know what I'm saying, and helping produce, he should be able to lead. Now, in certain aspects, if certain things are a bit too intense and he may not know what to do, a woman can pick up and lead. momentarily. But then it should always follow back up to him being leader.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Nicely put. Um. Okay. With that. So one thing is a lot of times in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's 9 times out of 10 being the times that we in or whatever the case may be, but a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the times, um, say take a man like me, right? That been through some things and is coming out of things, right? Like a female will look at you like, okay, he's this type of person, but I think I can change him into this. How do you feel about like a female trying to change this man into being who she want him to be instead of like accepting who he is and then working toward gradually, you know what I mean, making it work. That mosquito's bad.
um, I don't want to say based off experience, but just in general, you shouldn't try to change anybody. If they come to you at a certain point in their life and they are trying to make the changes on their own, you should let that follow through. Trying to
Hmm.
force change upon somebody, sometimes it goes bad and it'll sour a relationship. Trying to force change upon somebody, whether it's forcing change upon the man or a man forcing change upon the woman. Some people have to be comfortable with doing that. And then furthermore, if it when it comes to a man for a woman, a man is only going to change and get right for one woman. Period. In general, women will change and get right for many men, many different men. But a man is only going to change and get right for one woman.
I said that.
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. Oh my God. Okay. One more question.
Mm.
Um, as far as breadwinner, if the woman making more than the man, is she like in control of the whole household, or how does it work?
Not
And you, I
necessarily in
mean,
control of the household, because I've had this top. Somebody asked me this shit before too. Not necessarily in control of the household. She just makes more. That doesn't mean she has to do or put the man down and make it like, well, I made more, you know. No, 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 no. That's not how that works. Because in all actuality, don't no man want to hear his woman tell him, I make more than you. You ain't doing that. Don't no man want to hear that. So in all actuality, just because she makes more does not make her bigger, badder, or that she's the leader or that she's the boss and running the show.
okay, okay. So in that instance, the man still could be the leader in the house, right?
Yeah, he can still. You can still be the leader. You can be. Your woman can work at the post office, and your man can work at McDonald's. And the man can work at McDonald's. He can still be the leader. Yes,
Okay,
because guess
okay,
what? She ain't finna get up and fix no car. She ain't finna get up and cut no half of them floors. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? She might get up and do a
right.
little braiding and all that, you know what I'm saying, nurturing things, but she's not gonna do the manly things like that. Not unless she's like Superwoman or Renaissance woman, something. But that's rare. So therefore, even if she makes more than him, he still can lead. Yes. A woman
Okay,
has to get and also I'm sorry to cut you off. A woman has to give a man that option to lead. It not only makes for y'all feel comfortable, but it also gives you more than just a purpose of just being a man or a tool in the house. You know what I'm saying? It gives you purpose.
respect. I like that. So, like, I see you like well educated. So, what be a lot of things that come across your mind? Like, what kind of questions you would ask some people, say like us, that you haven't talked to before?
Hmm.
What would be like one question that, a couple of questions? So we start with one question that you would ask people outside your normal circle.
Oh, that's tough because that I don't even lie to you. That's a tough question because me personally, I'm a real unique individual. I can't just you know.
Yeah, that's why I said
Yeah, like
I
that's
hear
tough
you.
for me. That's I don't even lie. I'm lost for words on that one. That's just tough because I'm a real unique individual and everybody's not on my level mentally or intellectually.
I mean,
So I
the best thing you can do is ask a question and we can answer to the best of our ability. Like
um,
we not, yeah, I mean, we just out here just trying to talk, chop it up, get some
okay.
people a
Well,
little
I have a
knowledge.
question. Then. I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
What is what is the purpose of women in y'all's men in you men's life? What is their major purpose? Things that you admire a woman to have. Aspects, you know what
Sonny started off.
I'm saying?
Sonny.
Let
Yeah.
me,
Oh,
go ahead, Sonny.
What?
Let me start off, man. Let me start off. Let me
Did he
start.
hear the question?
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, okay.
You want to go, Sonny?
I'm gonna let somebody else start off.
You can go if you want to. I ain't no thing.
No, go
I,
ahead.
man, I'm gonna say it like this. In the beginning, when I was younger, you know
Mm,
what I mean? Like I didn't think of honestly, I didn't think of women having a purpose besides sex. You know what I mean? That was my mentality. I
okay.
always knew that they progressed faster, that they were smarter. I always knew that. But in my mind, I was running in so many different circles that I didn't stop to think about none of that. Then
Hmm.
as I got older and I started, you know what I mean, having kids and going through a lot of different stuff, I started thinking what I wanted in a woman. And that's when it became imminent for me to sit back, step back, and look at different type of women and what I value. And as far as the value, it would be for the most part, man. I would like understanding first. That would be the first thing that come to my mind that I would want first because we when we meet, we both would have history. So understanding would probably be the first thing that I would put on my list because without being willing to understand the person past, you're not willing to understand what they're trying to go to. You just judging them on what happened. Even if he tell you straight out what it is, you still judging that. You're not gonna move forward because every time something happened, well, you did this and you did this and this and this before, but that was before you. Why is you still judging me on that? So without the understanding on the past, that I don't think you're gonna make it too far. Anyway, um, with that, it would be communication because a lot of people they together but they don't talk. They can chill all day, but they don't communicate. And without communication, it's a failure right there because now you don't know what they thinking. Now you just guessing and you going through your mind. Well, he might be talking to somebody else, or she might be talking to somebody else. So she talking to somebody because she ain't talking to me. You know what I mean? Communication would probably be second. Um, I ain't gonna get to trust because trust come with the communication and all that. I'm gonna get to probably respect. Whether your respect level like respect probably should have been first. Because without respect, none of those gonna fall in place anyway. You have to respect the person you with in order to even give them the opportunity to be there in the first place. Like values in a relationship should be like it should be natural. Like you can feel it without even thinking about it too much. It should be like a natural thing, but a lot of people I feel that they've been through so much stuff where they just gave their trust and just gave they whatever to this person to when they meet somebody that's genuine, it's not that at all. They don't even think about the trust. They don't think about the respect. They don't think about nothing. It's just routine for them just to go through relationships. I think when I think about my girl, it's more the respect thing. Um, and that goes respect goes a lot of ways. Like as far as your phone, your whereabouts, like it's like it almost like loyalty, respect, and all that's balled into one. Like if you can't trust this person, then you probably shouldn't be with them. If you have to question what they telling you they doing or where they at, then you probably shouldn't be with that person on that type level. Like before, I have locks on my phone and all that. Now my phone open is out there, whatever. If you got a lock on your phone, your relationship, you probably need to leave that nigga alone or leave that female alone. Like so, it boils down to I'm gonna put it in a nutshell. Nutshell is if you feel like they hide something, they hiding something.
Hey, now hold on. Let me just say now. Let me just say, because fam,
I'm listening.
hey, you already know, and I
I'm
agree with
listening.
everything you said.
I'm
Yeah,
listening.
but if you have kids in your house, you need a lock on your phone.
But
Not
okay,
anything.
but you not hiding nothing if she got that number. If she
Oh
got the
yeah,
code to your phone, you're not hiding nothing.
yeah. I understand that. I was just
Yeah,
saying, don't just do that because people do have
yeah,
locks
no,
on their
no.
phone.
If she know your code, you're not hiding nothing, fam.
Just kids
But if
aren't
she
the
gotta
reason.
ask you what's your code, nigga, if she trying to use the phone to open your face on the thing, like catch you
Yeah,
while you sleep and use,
yeah.
yeah, it's probably something fishy going on. You know what I mean?
Nah, but other than that, I agree with everything you saying right now. You know,
Just from my point of view, if any woman or any man needs to go to their partner's phone, for me, that just screams insecurity, and you don't need to be with that person. Because if you don't trust them, it's gonna be hard for you to really just genuinely love them. Because love means to trust somebody via text message, phone, or if they're in front of you physically.
Uh-huh.
So if you can't, if you just like, oh, let me get your phone, you don't trust that person. You don't need to be with them. Because now it's messing with your own personal insecurities. And some people be kind of just like going off the deep end mentally and really be tripping. And then some people are actually right to, you know what I'm saying, when they go through people's phone. But that just screams to me insecurities. You know,
So,
that's just
are
that's
you
just
in a
my
relationship
opinion.
now? You're in a relationship?
Uh, Definitely,
Not,
yes.
not, not to
And
go
I
too
don't
deep.
ask him to go through his phone.
Just yes. Okay, so you are in a relationship. Okay,
Yeah.
and you don't
And no,
have
I
to
don't
go.
ask him to
You
go.
feel you don't have to go through his phone. That's the trust.
No, I don't feel like I need to go through his phone.
Okay, that's what's up.
Mm-mm.
That's what's up. I mean, let, not to get too deep, but how long y'all been together? Like a
Almost
couple of
2 years.
years, couple of weeks, couple of months.
Almost 2 years. About a year and a half.
Okay, that's what's up. So he showed you that he doing this thing. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. My thing is like I can say I've done the same thing as far as showing what I'm doing, but my thing is even after I showed you this, and this, like one reason I had changed my I had changed my goddamn passwords and stuff because motherfuckers
hey,
started texting motherfuckers from way back three,
yeah,
four
hey,
years
I was
ago.
gonna say at the end of the day, y'all said insecurity. At the end of
Yeah,
the day, it started with you first.
yeah, yeah.
You feel me? If you gotta, if you really accept your person, you feel me? I feel like you can see that
Yeah.
within yourself to where you're not even insecure. But I at the same time that's just go over your head too. Anybody can be
I
naive when they think they got it. I'm just saying.
um
when it comes down to insecurity, that's something somebody got to deal with within their own self. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
I
So
hold on. I can't hear you right now. I don't know if your
Right.
mic muted or what.
who's that?
Maury, Miss Mark, I can't hear you.
Queen Margaret.
You hear her?
Nah, I can't hear.
We can't hear you, Queen.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's I heard you for a second. It went in and out.
I heard her say yeah, but
Yeah, it's just going in and out.
Can you hear me?
Nah,
she
we
said
can't
Can you
hear
hear
you.
yeah.
me? La la la
Okay,
la
we hear
la.
you. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we
we
hear
hear
you.
you now.
La 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 la. Is that
Yeah,
better?
you get it. You get it.
Okay. I was saying I was saying I've in past in my present relationship I made like little jokes because in my mind I was like, I think other women want my man. And that's just this is just me. It's just me. I don't know if other women do this. And sometimes I would kind of say it and then I would get offended because I even said it. And it was like I kind of like just messed my own head up by even playing like that with myself. But then I just be like, you know what? Nah, just doing something just like off the Richter scale, just totally messed my own mental up. And then I'd be mad about the shit. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I need to stop doing that shit. I did that shit to myself. So, I mean, I think when women do that type of stuff and they dry, just want to go through a man's phone. Me personally, I just like I said, insecurities. And they might feel like it's a woman out there that they seen in the grocery store looking at you, and she might have low key snuck and got your number and might just want you. Some women think like that, and y'all don't know that. That's just kind of like a little bit of game to give y'all in case y'all don't know. Women do think like that, and they
My thing,
can't many women say they don't. Some do, but just not gonna admit it.
I love when a nigga look at my girl though. That just let me know what I got. I
But
ain't mad
we
at you.
don't like we do not like for a woman to look at y'all. Do you know her? It's gonna be the next question. Do you know her?
Yeah, yeah,
Cause she
yeah.
sure looking at you. We don't really like that. But we don't mind
To
it. It
me,
depends on what kind of woman
to,
you got though.
to me, that shit sexy to me. I see it. I catch a dude looking at her when we pass by. His head turned. I'm like, yeah, yeah. That's me right there. Long as you don't say nothing out of pocket or disrespectful, we good. You can look all you want. Just don't say nothing out of pocket or disrespectful. You know what I mean? To me, that's sexy.
Mm.
I mean, that's just me though. I don't know.
My fiance kind of be the same way. If I see somebody just so happen to be looking at mine, I'd be like, yeah, she must know him. Or either she know he with me and she trying to figure out who is that.
She,
But
she
I don't
see how
ever just
happy
get out
you
on. I'm
is. She
not one
want
of
to
them.
figure out how she can get some of that happiness. I feel you. So besides relationships, what else you be? What else you be on? Like you be, you be on like political stuff or like religious stuff or
I'm not real political. I'm not real political. I don't have a religion. I am more
mm,
so into natural elements, meditating, being a homebody, being a parent, a mother, um, most natural things, energy stones, instruments, and definitely a lot of books.
when you say
I
instruments,
can't relate
what
to
what
people who
you
are
mean by that? What you mean by
instruments.
instruments?
Ins- Instruments like the musical gourd, singing bowls, chimes, wind chimes,
Okay.
wooden instruments, drums, percussions, anything that can make a sound, pretty much. I don't play an instrument, but I like instruments. I like music. I like sound.
Right, 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 right. We all do
But
because the
when hold on,
vibration.
let me rephrase that. When I say sound, I mean like elemental
I
sounds
want.
and anything of an instrument that can make an elemental sound or incorporate into an element sound.
Okay, okay. So
rain,
Yeah.
water, air,
mm,
fire, rocks
If I you
falling
can
down.
if somebody can get a steel tongue drum and incorporate it into the sound of rain and wind, then yeah, I fuck with.
already. I was just on a cruise and dude had a drum. Like it was a metal drum though, but within that drum it had different
That's a steel tongue
slants in
drum.
it. Man, I'm talking about he
It's a
played
steel
the
tongue
hell
drum.
out of that. I was like, what the any
Was he
sound
playing
you
it with
could
his
think
hands
of.
or with those mallets?
Oh, he played it with the
Did
mallet.
he
He had the mallet.
did it look like it had like little circle indentions in it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a
He
hand pan drum.
he
It sounds
killed
like
it
the
though. I
Jamaican
was
music. Boom, 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 boom.
like, yeah,
It sounds like
yeah.
that Jamaican music. Yeah, that is that and I forgot that's like a percussion drum. Somebody explained it to me, but you actually can play that while sitting in water.
Damn.
Hmm.
Okay.
They help make those frequency sounds just as well. When you hit them in water, they make like this
You
very
can play
nice
that
echoing sound. It's
underwater on
very
top of
soothing.
water.
It actually floats on top of water like a flying saucer, and it spins. So when it's as it's spinning and or rotating, how they would call it, you can take your fingertips, like the balls of your fingers, and like ding ding, and tap up against it, and it'll make for each area you tap on it, it makes a different sound in the water.
You ever seen them when they do the wine glasses with the water or the wine in
With
it
the
and they
water in
rub
there
it?
with the fork. Hmm.
Right.
That's a hell of
That's
a talent.
I as far as meditation, like what's your main form of meditation? Like what would you do uh, if you feel like you have one that you would advise somebody to do if they just starting off a meditation or they want to get into that? Like you have any
I would advise sitting in a semi-empty area or a quiet, and definitely a quiet area, and sitting in a comfortable position. You can sit with your head down. You can sit with your head straight, looking forward, your head up, and just kind of sit quietly. With meditation for beginners, a lot of beginners, such as myself, we will fall asleep, and that's normal because you'll get to the point where you won't fall asleep and you'll just zone out. And it takes you sometimes 30 to 40 minutes to just to get off into your meditation, what I'm saying, the good meditation area to where you are just calm and relaxed and you don't hear nothing. You won't hear nothing but small frequencies.
right,
If it is literally completely silent, I mean, and or if you have like soundscape on, you'll literally turn. You can meditate so far off into your own. What is the word I'm looking for? It's a certain word I'm looking for. I'm sorry, y'all, but you can meditate so far off and go so deep into your meditation. You can actually see and feel the the soundscape as if it was an environment around you. So if
right,
you're listening
right,
to water, or it sounds like you're listening to birds chirping, when you meditate, depending on how far you're off into your meditation, you can actually be in that area.
yeah. I asked that because D-Lac, he was telling me he had started getting into it, and he was saying about the vibrations, and it took you like you said like 20-30 minutes for him to actually get into it. I haven't really done it, so
Hmm.
I'm just asking to see because you brought it up. So I was trying to see what you thought about it. But
Hey,
yeah,
let me say this though, because the way she explained it is exactly almost what it was exactly. I ain't feel it yet though. I just saw it happening, but right when it started to happen is when my time was up. You
oh
know
yeah,
what I
you had
mean?
second time. Yeah,
Because I had an alarm, and so it took me out of it. But like I said, it was this where I started to see like some waves. But the way the waves was shaped, if you can imagine, uh, let me show you like this. it was like this, and then right here was smaller, and then right here it was like a snowman shape. You feel me? It was
Like
like that
sound
in my peripheral.
wave.
You know what I mean? And it was in the middle. It was white, and on the outside and the inside, or the inside and the outside, it was white. It was lines. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's all it was. But it was in my peripheral. I barely seen it, so I didn't feel it yet, but I can see it, and it was like if you ever seen a heat wave, how it warp what's behind it, so you see the stuff fold behind it. Even though my eyes was closed, the particles or whatever it is that I'm seeing around it was doing a wave too, not just the colors. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
And said they were white. The color was white.
It was white and red, and I think it and blue. I don't
White
know why I
and
was
red.
three colors, but it was red, white, and
Okay,
blue. I think
white
blue was
and
just the
red
black,
are two
the
different
black part
chakras.
of it.
White and red. White would be the that's either your crown chakra or your third eye chakra. And red is different like the heart or the sacral chakra. So those are the ones that you were actually you may not have been thinking you were focusing in on them or concentrating on those, but those are the ones you were trying those were opening up for you.
It was like blue or purple or violet or whatever that is. What's that?
Oh,
Blue is either I have a book on this too. Blue is either the 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 crown chakra. Crown chakra. Purple is like the one right up under like throat
It's
chakra.
like it's like the crown or the soul. It's like one of them, right?
Yeah. You have crown, third eye, and
I think soul.
crown and third eye are the top two. I know throat is under one because you have seven, but you could actually
It's
have up to nine. Actually.
yeah. I'm gonna say it's like 9 to 13. Really, I did a live stream on it, but I had to take it down because I didn't want to get sued. Because a lot of it I did kind of, and I admitted I did kind of steal, and I was like, man, I don't want to do that, so I just took it down. But yeah, I
yeah.
think it was I wrote it down though. But I think it's like 13 on the cool because your soul is one, your aura is one, all that, and it's more.
Does that tie into like the
I think I don't know. I don't want to go too far 'cause I don't know.
does that tie
Yeah,
into
blue,
like
purple,
the
violet, whatever that was.
I guess the crystals and all of that? The crystals and all that tie into any of that?
It does. I just got up to grab a book so I can actually kind of look into it, so I can be somewhat correct.
Yeah, no, I mean this not the debate league. We like just exchanging information, picking each other brain. You know what I mean? Just
Shit getting real. Shit getting real. She said, I didn't really got a book.
yeah. Hey, I'm
It's
with that though. I'm always willing to learn. You gotta be open though,
yeah, yeah.
Where is it?
because I never really looked into like the meditation. I never really looked into like
Yeah.
the
I can't
crystals and all of
explain
that.
how what it was that was on my mind besides just trying to think of nothing or trying to get all my thoughts out that I do have at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was, that what was on my mind. But it took like 20 minutes almost about for me to just start seeing that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what she was saying.
If
Sometimes
you're
take 30,
just
40
beginner,
minutes.
if you're just new to it, it's gonna take a minute. Some people that get off into it and have been doing it for months or to up to a year, 2, 3 years, they go right into it within 10 minutes. Boom, they're there already.
Yeah, yeah.
I've only been
I'm definitely.
meditating been on for like about honestly like 2 years, and I haven't done it in a long time.
Sonny, you ever did any meditation?
No.
I'm definitely
Yes.
interested in it. Like when we went on the cruise like the last week, I tried to do it, but I ended up falling asleep. Like
But that's
now
okay
my
if you
brain,
fall asleep.
I had a crazy ass dream, but
Oh, you went sleep,
I,
sleep.
I I didn't think that was part of the meditation. I just thought it was another dream. You know what I mean? Like
No, it
It
happens. It
depends
happens. It
too.
does happen. It happens. Did you see any particular like noticeable colors in their dream while you were meditating that just like really stood out?
it was mostly blue and red. Like most of the dream was blue and red. It wasn't no whites in there, none of that. It was like mostly blue and red.
Okay, so red chakra is the root chakra. That's like at the bottom where your tailbone is. Blue,
Right.
uh, it could be third eye or throat.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I don't know. It was just weird.
But I ain't gonna lie though, most of the time though, blue be your third eye because the way now you gotta understand the rainbow, right? Red is your root chakra. That's the
Yeah, but
bottom.
mhm.
see,
So
in
on the way up, yellow and green is in between that before you even get to blue. You feel me?
no,
Yeah,
blue was at
yellow
the
and green
top.
are directly in the
In the
middle.
dream, in the
That's
dream,
what I'm saying.
like it was like a split screen. It was only blue and red. So blue was at the top and red was at the bottom. But everything that I saw was in blue and white, blue and red, and it was basically like me coming home from the trip and working and trying to find other things to do. But the whole thing was in blue and red.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Maybe
was
you
like
can
I
go
was
back
coming
into
off the ship.
the meditation and finish that off.
I was coming
It
off
might
the
take you.
ship and I was got home and I was going to find work and do some work, but the whole time it was blue at the top and red at the bottom. That's the only colors it was. It wasn't no yellows, no greens, nothing. It was just blue and red. And I was uh trying to get working on building the company type stuff. But then she
Yeah.
walked in and woke me up, so I don't know how it ended, but pretty much I was
You
just
might have some self expression you need to do, and or some
I
might be
wouldn't
dealing with some
disagree with
grounding
that.
and stamina.
I wouldn't disagree with that either.
Maybe some self expression.
I got a
Grounding and
lot of
some stamina. You know, or it could be stability too. It could be either
that
any of those.
that's most definitely.
So you might have to
I
borrow. I might have to put you on the book that I've been reading. You might have to
I
kind of like
like
skim
her.
through it. It may help you. You know,
She just
it's a
went straight
it's a
to my
it's a
shit.
decent read.
I'm gonna start calling you Cleo. The hell?
Call me now for your free tarot reading, God dog.
Man, she just read me that quick. What the hell? Yeah, I can agree with
Yeah.
all that. Like I can agree with all that. Especially like this ability thing because like I said, man, I've been through a lot. I'm coming out a lot. And I'm just now getting to the point where I'm I mean making profits type shit. But it's still hard as hell. So I could see that part for sure. I didn't know about all these colors and all of that. I didn't know none of that, but I know it was red and blue. I knew that.
I'm big on colors, so when I see a certain color, I hear about it. I don't know. Some calls to me
It's
about
all the
certain
frequency, man.
colors, and it just tell me, and I just say it out loud. So that's just something just naturally does for me. You know,
Okay. Feel that.
colors, I'm on it.
I'm get that I'm learning as I go. Like his brother, D Lad brother, man, he big on energy. I mean, and I started picking up on a lot of that. So how you feel
I'm
about the
big on
energy
energy.
concept?
Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
No, I was just asking, like you look into the energy concept as far as like energy as a whole, like say like even colors,
I
energy.
do, and it's randomly. I do it in a very unique, natural way.
Uh-huh.
I don't look for it. I'll make a suggestion, like let me see the palm of your hand, and I'll either hold it above or I'll make somebody hold their palm above my hand, and it just I radiate energy. So I'm a very unique individual, but I'm very clairvoyant too because I pick up on just random stuff and I won't say nothing. And but if it's just too strong of an energy, it'll irritate me. Like I'm allergic to
Like,
certain people and they're because it irritates the shit out of me.
yeah, a lot of people toxic as hell. They should.
They're toxic and they just the people with really unstable energy and that are just a certain type of unstable and I don't really like it. They give off a secretion and people don't. I've only told
Uh-huh.
one person that they give off a secretion and
Right.
it is so strong that I smell it and taste it and I cannot fucking stand it. Excuse me.
I can understand that. I
I
got
won't allow them to be around. It'll make me have a very bad attitude.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm a people person because I like people, but I don't I just don't like everybody like that. No, it gets
Yeah,
to the point where
I
you'll
kind
say,
of get it because I'm a people person, but at the same time, I don't like people attitudes or just the way that they pretend to be or act to be. Because 9 times out of 10, the people that you meet ain't even who they are. That they act hard, and act all this, but most of the time that ain't even who they are. That's just who they trying to be for society or something like that. They ain't got too entangled with who they trying to be and then really who they are.
mm,
And that's what conflicts me with dealing with people because most of the people you come across act hard and talk hard and all this, but they some of the sweetest people you can meet. They just do that because that's what society showing them, or that's what they grew up around. But deep inside, that's not who they are. I didn't ran across so many people that is crazy. Like I'm not a spiritual person as far as the Bible type thing, but
mm, mm,
like a lot of the times I done been in situations where I had to get rid of demons and uh I had an exorcism in California, but I'm not
say
I'm
what?
not no priest. I'm not no priest or none of that. You know what I mean? I'm just me. I'm just somebody with a strong belief in the creator and I was able to do it. I didn't been in so many different situations. I can't explain it and I probably won't try to explain it. I just know it happened. You know what I mean? Like I don't that's probably why I stopped going to church. Like the last church I went to, I joined with my mama. But during that situation with the exorcism thing, I called the pastor like 6 in the morning.
Mm,
But I had been battling this thing since like 1 o'clock. So by 5 hours by myself before I could get a hold of my mama and the pastor. And the only thing the pastor told me was that we was on drugs. And anybody that knows me knows I ain't did no drugs since I was what 20, 21, 22, and I'm
Oh, yeah.
42.
No, I ain't never knew. And I've been knowing you all my life.
Yeah, I mean, like I ain't.
You feel me?
I probably tried it once and that was it. Like
Matter of fact, I was gonna say, I think one time,
yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
yeah. I don't that. And he told me I was on drugs, so I was like, man, you know what? Church ain't doing nothing for me. They don't even believe the stuff that they preaching. He couldn't give me a scripture or nothing to read. I'm like, what the?
It's
uh
all about a.
come to the conclusion, man.
Never
I end
stop
up
that.
having a fight. I end up
Sure.
having to fight it on my own. And I realized how powerful I was just believing that in the higher power, not necessarily the Bible and all them scriptures and all that stuff that they teaching us, because 9 times out of 10 they don't believe what they teach you anyway. Apparently, from what I gathered, um, if you don't believe yourself, it ain't gonna manifest and it ain't gonna be. Period.
That's right.
That's a whole different subject, but you know. But
Hey,
we
you gotta believe in yourself to even
right,
attempt to do it.
man. Look
That's
here.
You
true.
gotta at least think you able,
I don't know.
or care enough.
Hon-
Care
honestly,
enough. I don't want to say the other three words, but care enough.
honestly, before you started this Chainbreaker Squad, I didn't even think about all of that. Like it was just going through the motions of whatever the world put on you. You know what I mean? You try to beat that case as the world put it on you. Beat that case, keep moving. You know what I mean? They're gonna keep putting whatever in front of you. You just gotta overcome that and go to the next one because it's gonna be something else. That's how it was. I mean, and then when you started this and we had an outlet where we can talk. Like before, it was music when we
Not
was
just an
rapping.
outlet, but we also had a plug in too.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Because we was putting in, but we was getting out. Or we was getting out, but we was putting in too. But yeah, go ahead.
Nah, it's just like it just made me realize that most of us have more power than we think we have. You know what I mean? Like I ain't know too much about the energy thing until D started talking about it, and then all the books that was taken out of the Bible, I ain't know nothing about all that until we started talking about it. You know what I mean? Like relationship wise, I ain't know too much about how other people think and if I'm thinking messed up or whatever the case may be. I ain't know too much about that until we start talking about it. Like it helps to be able to talk to people about different situations, no matter what it is. So we talk about everything.
I know.
And
I knew I had a lot of power behind me even as a younger kid. I know where I come from. I don't really talk about it that much because people have accused me of being that, and I denied it so many years that it started to show as I got older. So I just roll with it.
so you say as a younger kid you knew where you come from.
Yeah, I know where I come
Where you
on
come
both
from?
sides. I come from on my mother's side. I come from a long line of witches and fertile women. I come from the background of a slave owner. I
But
do.
hold on, let me say this though. That's where they from on that side.
They are from St. Martin's, Louisiana.
Yeah, she from the country.
There you go. Voodoo. That's voodoo.
Yeah.
Who hoodoo, Hindu, voodoo, all of that. Dark magic, light magic. My grandma's, my great grandmother's parents used to be involved with that stuff.
So do you do any of it? Do you know dark magic, light magic? Do you know any of it?
It's magic, period.
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay.
But do I play with it? No.
Have you played with it?
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
Do I plan on tampering
I
with
don't see
it?
look,
Of
I don't
course.
see the problem.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
what I
really
was
see
gonna
the,
say.
I'm
It's
sorry.
it's all
I
about
don't see
what
the
you
problem
intending
in
doing.
knowing it or using it as long as you're not using it to fuck nobody up. I don't see.
Right.
I mean, but knowing it
That's
and knowing
what
how
you
to
tell
use it.
people. I have a spell casting encyclopedia right now. I just need the herbs and a cauldron, and I can get down with it. But I tell people it's how you use it. Me,
Right,
I
right.
plan on using it to make sure, hey, I have a successful business. I don't look to poison or kill nobody. No, oh no, no, no. I want to use it for good things. Like, hey, I need to get a flat. I need to get a new tire. Instead of getting a used one, I want to get a new one for a low price. That boom, bow. Now, I gave me a brand new tire, $50. Something like that or something. Not trying to take nobody half stuff it in a snake and bury it or no shit. No, we ain't trying to do none of that. No.
She trying to get some free tires and shit.
No, I just gave a lucky
Some gas, hey, some gas. Go to the gas station and be like, boo.
That's crazy
yeah,
though, because you can actually kill a nigga and get away with it because you ain't left no fingerprints or nothing.
10 feet.
Don't do that. I was just saying. Don't. Never mind. Take that back.
My dark magic is giving a nigga the flying shits. That's it.
Oh, nigga, that's worse than that.
You want to play? You had to flying shits. Goddamn.
Hey man,
nigga think they halfway dead if they go get the flying shit. Nigga be like, ooh, I feel like I'm finna die.
Bruh, why you bullshitting? The first 2 days on that cruise, nigga, my stomach was disgusting. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. The first 2 days on that cruise, I was like, nah, that is horrible.
Hey, but did y'all get any clear sky where you can see all the stars or most? You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
no, nigga, out there, it wasn't no moon out there. You couldn't see the moon until you got close to land.
What about stars?
The stars you probably seen like 4 stars.
Wow.
Only the brightest one. You couldn't see. No. No.
It was just ocean and y'all.
Yes.
No buildings, no nothing, no land, no land inside.
Nothing.
I have a question. Did it
at
what was the
nighttime
air
with
like?
no stars?
Hello, D-Lac. Say that again, Mom.
What was the air like out there? Like, did it smell different? Was it like refreshing?
I mean, you had that sea smell, but it wasn't like potent. You know what I mean? Because once you get that far out, it's like fresh water. Everything blue. It's damn near clear water. It's just so deep. It's a dark.
It ain't no sand. All the sand really at the bottom down there.
Yeah, it was like blue. And then when we got to Progresso, it was green, but it was like a clear green. You know what I mean? It just looked dark.
Yeah,
it was nice out there. It's just as you know, the hurricane was out there that hit Florida. So like Monday, Tuesday.
I stopped y'all off. I was like, damn, nigga, y'all niggas gonna go out here with his hurricane at.
Wednesday, Thursday, nigga, the boat was just all over the place.
All I thought about was Titanic. I was like, man, I know Fab can swim and he a survivor, so he good. I knew you was good regardless.
I already told her, man, look, stay with me because if this bitch go down, I'm throwing everybody overboard. We go.
Hey, look, and you cold enough to make your own shit to float on if you need to.
Oh yeah, you know.
I already know you was good.
All that stuff that's on there.
I thought about that for about 5 seconds just to get the whole thought through, and then I was like, hell no, fam, trust. I know
it's too much stuff on that. Like, I was looking at this. I was like, I can do this. I can do that.
I already know what you're doing. It's too much shit on here for me not to survive.
Build him around.
For real, I'm just saying that's just me though. Like I like to work with my hands, so I do a lot of handiwork. I do a lot of woodwork. I do a lot of remodeling. I do a lot of car work. Like, I do a lot of work with my hands. So anything on there, I mean, I'm finna make that happen. Besides me throwing everybody else. Anyways, let me think. Because we got a new queen on here. So let me Sonny, you ain't saying that. What kind of question you got?
I was really just listening.
Oh man, you ain't worth nothing. Get out the phone.
I'm gonna tell you like this, Sonny getting it. Trust you, Sonny getting everything he need right now.
Yeah.
You need.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Well, I
being a
want to
listening
Ain't
know.
ear.
nothing wrong with that at all. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. See, he getting everything he need right now. But yeah,
Come on, give me a topic.
did you get
I
any interviews out there though? Because we did talk about that.
now I talked to a couple of people, but they weren't willing to talk with the camera. I mean,
Uh,
I talked about like the flat thing, the flat Earth thing, but for the most part,
what it looked
everybody was
like
more
when you was out
everybody was more like to the point to where they couldn't say this or that because even though like one lady I had talked to, she was with her husband. I think they had been this is like their 64th cruise. Like they had been on 64 cruises. And she was like, well,
Well,
I done been all over on the cruise, but I can't say if it's flat all around because we never actually went around or
you
I,
really
at
can't
least I
tell. Really, it's just like when you flying, you can't tell whether you curving or going straight. You can't tell
yeah,
whether you're going
you
left
can't
or
tell
right.
if you're curving flying or while you're flying, but you can only go based off if they just tilt the plane. And even then, it's just them tilting the plane. It's not you're going into a curve. You're still going just straight. It's just a tilt.
right.
Well,
The same thing on the ship.
they said the plane tilt on its own, and you really can't tell. That's
Nah,
what a
the
pilot,
plane don't tilt. The plane don't tilt
Eh,
on its own.
goddamn. Ah,
and you can't tell. That's what the pilot said. I'm talking about when it comes to tilting forward, because when you gotta think about it, when you tilting, when you traveling, you will be tilting forward. You know what I mean? And they were saying like when you set it to autopilot, or you just flying a plane, you can't really tell when you have to tilt. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell even on autopilot because it's automatically set.
yeah, on autopilot because it's automatically set. But if they take it off, you can tell the difference.
You know what autopilot is? You ever set your car on cruise control?
Yep.
When they
Uh,
go up a hill, when they go up a hill, it speed up on its own to keep that speed, right?
Yeah.
And then when it's
Mm-hmm.
going down the hill, it slow down to keep that
It's
same
slow down
speed.
because you have it on cruise control.
Same thing with autopilot on a plane. You flying straight, but if you hit an air pocket, it's pushing back, so it's gonna speed up. So the back gonna drop, and then the front gonna raise, and then once it level out on the speed, the plane gonna level out. It's the same thing. The only thing instead of a hill, it's air. You hit air
so
pockets.
what are you saying right now? Then what are you saying right now?
That ain't no look. You talking about
Round the
autopilot?
flat. All I'm asking is round the flat. That's what I'm asking you because you doing all that, but
Round the flat, I
Flat.
wouldn't go. I wouldn't go off the plane or the boat. I would go off lighting.
light.
I would go off
Okay,
lighting.
light
And the
is
only
what.
reason I say that, I would the only reason I would say that is round is because when the sun come up, it's bright right here. And as it go over, it's dark over here, now it's light over here.
Hey,
If it was flat, this whole thing would be lit.
hey. Let me say this,
Go ahead.
and I didn't. I think I have it on my phone, probably, but I think I do have witnesses. But it might be you, it could be my lady too. I can't remember because I could have been at work and was talking to a coworker. I don't know, but all I remember is I could see the whole sun, wasn't nothing in front of it, right? And it was dark outside or getting dark outside.
I say flat.
I mean I can't deny it because I didn't see the sun. I didn't see the sun and the moon at the same time. So
I didn't see
Outside.
that too, and that go with both of them. So that really ain't too much. You feel me? That go with both of them.
yeah, I
Uh,
don't know,
but
but
I'm just saying, I saw the whole sun. So what I'm saying is, if I can see the whole sun and nothing is blocking it, why is it dark or dim over here or where I'm at? You feel me? It's like a spotlight. where I work at. I work on the Gulf of Mexico, which is a part of the ocean, right? And so the moon come by there, and sometimes I go outside when it's dark outside and have a smoke break. Okay, I'm out there and I see the moon,
Nigga,
but it's
you
only
didn't you
I'm
didn't
looking
see
at the ocean.
UFOs too, huh?
Hold on, I'm looking at the ocean. The light is in one spot.
How you know it wasn't a UFO that you seen the other day?
I don't know. All I
Exactly.
know is it was moving. It was a fireball that was moving.
That probably was that UFO that you had seen.
Probably, but I'm just
And
saying
new drones.
it could have been a
Say,
nuke that they
wait,
was
wait, 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 wait. What she say?
a nuke that was being
New
tested.
drones.
Uh,
The police have those new drones where they just fly them around to find people and they just
you
look.
believe in UFOs?
Huh? I believe that I ain't gonna say I can't say necessarily UFOs, but I believe with some people that it's some real unique individuals that walk amongst us. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Okay. Now I just asked because I seen a lot, and I ain't start getting to this either until we start having these conversations. But was it Elijah Muhammad? I think he was talking about UFOs and how black people was piloting these UFOs. That we was the ones that was actually piloting these UFOs coming down here and looking at things that's going on. That the aliens that they talk about are actually of our skin tone,
Everybody say that.
genetic, our genetic base, based
Everybody.
on that. Like we have um as far as earthly uh not tones, but um our genetics are built from like earth and stars and shit like that, natural shit. You know what I mean?
I can actually believe that because being that you just said that I seen something where this lady was talking about um the real color of our skin.
Mm,
Saying that notice everyone you put metal, copper, or something of metal mineral against our skin, it makes your skin turn that blue or that green color. That is actually, yeah.
that
Somebody,
magnetic,
she was saying that's actually our. If it turns you blue or green, that's actually what color your skin is actually supposed to be.
right?
We're only,
And
we're only.
they
It's
say it
copper
was
brown,
actually
like
blue.
color
They said it
opposite
was
because we've
actually
been
blue and green people.
Blue, violet, and I think red.
green.
It's three colors. The
Yeah,
primary actually
yeah,
is because you know how they say purple. Niggas is
yeah.
purple.
That's
Is
red
your
and blue.
red,
Yeah.
red,
And it's
purple, or
crazy you say
violet.
that because I'm sorry to cut you off. I gave birth to my oldest son, and when he came out, I thought something was wrong with him. He was breathing, but he was blue. He was literally blue. And I was like,
Yeah,
maybe it might have been a pigmentation issue, and
And
that's what it
yellow.
turned out to be.
Is
yeah,
it
but
He
yellow?
was
those
he
like
had a
original
pigmentation
colors.
problem.
I think
Those
yellow.
are primary colors.
I think yellow is one too.
Mm-hmm.
When he came out blue like that, I was like, "Whoa, what's wrong?" And it was like, "Oh, just
That's
a, it's
it.
it was a
Nigga,
they said something about a pigment deficiency."
no, that they tell you that because they don't want you to know the truth.
I mean, hey,
The truth
but my
is,
my thing
truth
is once
is,
they sat him under the light before they even put immunizations or vaccinated him for anything, they sat him under the light, and it's like he kind
yeah,
of went from being that funny looking dark blue to like a light blue, and then he kind of went just like a white color, and he
they
stayed
did
that
me the
color for
same
like
way.
almost until he was like 2 years old, and then he started getting brown.
I was yellow, and they put me under that damn light. Yeah, they did me the same way. But thing is, They don't
Yeah.
want you to know the truth. The truth is we are the aliens that they talk about. We created all of this. The knowledge that they talking about to help them build the pyramids and all that, that's us.
We did that.
Even if
Who
they
do
think
you
we
know is building
bullcoding,
a 10-foot brick? Come on now.
look,
Yeah,
and even if they think we bullcoding, like even if you're a Bible believer, you ain't got no choice but to understand that if you understand it. Because it say the same thing in that. I'm not no Bible believer. You feel me? You know me, I'm history, math, science type person.
yeah,
You feel me? So but even in that, it says that somebody came from somewhere else and put these or made these people. The original ones.
yeah,
And after that, somebody came and fucked with the original ones that made it other ones too. Or also, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I think it
So
say also.
but everybody ain't got that understanding.
But,
I
I
don't even want
mean,
to go into that. I don't
yeah,
even want to
no,
go.
that's only because everybody don't want they stuck in that way to where they in their mind the Bible is the only thing it is. Like
It's
they
what
don't
it
want to
is.
know
It's
nothing else.
fear. It's fear. When you start shaking somebody's foundation and start talking like that, they what you do? You know, people get mad. Or they don't even want to talk no more. They stop answering calls, texts, because they think that's what you want to talk to them about. They start running.
Yeah, I know
They
that firsthand.
somebody's foundation of how they live their life, and then when it comes to their soul like that,
Some people are
shit,
just comfortable being oppressed and not
they
knowing, and
yeah, exactly. They stuck.
they feel safe because it's always been embedded into them. Oh, if you don't read the Bible, the good book, you're gonna go to hell, and nobody really knows what hell is. So they're
No one.
comfortable being oppressed.
I mean, hey, that's a whole nother topic too.
No one. I don't care. We can talk about whatever. But I'm just saying, no
Yeah,
one.
look,
Nobody knows.
I know we talk about everything. I wanna kind of see what she got on her mind before she get ready to lay down or whatever. So
Um,
we can.
Hey, hold on, wait. Hold on, real quick, Queen. Sonny, go ahead and unmute your mic and
Yeah.
and chime
sunshine.
in now. I see you on here. Come on, bro. Get in this thing. Anyway, go ahead, Queen.
Um, I call them Jesus jokers. Me, and I don't care who I offend about it because I
Hold on,
just
wait. You say that?
I call them
Jesus
Jesus
joke.
jokers.
Okay,
Jesus
Jesus
jokers.
joke.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got a whole lot of names for them. Very
Okay, you say
funny.
that because
I mean, I say that because I've been to several different churches, and even growing up as a kid, my dad comes from a Catholic background. My mother, her grandma was Catholic, but I don't know what my grandfather was because he's straight from Africa. So I just look at them as that side of the family. They did not have a religion because
right,
even when they come and visit, they don't talk about white or black Jesus, whatever color he is. I don't know. Um, they just, they are just naturalists. Excuse
oh,
me. They're just naturalists. But when I grew up, how my parents raised me, we always went to the temple and the shrine of the Black Madonna. And even then,
mm,
how I see Christians and Baptist people, how they claim they fellowship. We didn't fellowship like that. We didn't give our pastor or our what do we call him? We didn't even call him a pastor. We didn't give the man and the woman, because it was actually a man and a woman that actually was leading this church. This
right,
shrine, this temple, say at the time, we didn't give them money to go splurge like how you see some of the people do now. They go buy these Cadillacs, and the tithe and offering things coming around 13,000 times, and you got to get tithe
right,
and offering. They tell you how much you got out of your check, 10% of your check, and all. We didn't do that. We gave what we could, and when we gave for those who were either elderly or couldn't pay a bill. We pitched in all together, and we helped out each other throughout our shrine or our temple. We didn't do things like Easter. We didn't do Halloween trick or treat and all that stuff. I didn't learn about that stuff until I turned like 10 years old.
I'm glad
So
you said.
We didn't do that. We didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? My parents only got into it because, hey, I went to school. I started going to school with kids that actually was into it, and I wanted to do it. That's the only reason they started doing that shit. We never really
So
celebrated Christmas. We've always done Kwanzaa. Christmas is something that is
you
totally new to me. For one, my dad is from Germany, so he told me the story about Santa Claus, and I just don't fuck with that fat white motherfucker. I'm sorry.
you got kids now?
I have children. Yes, I do have children. I have a whole team. I got a squad.
Me too. I got 7.
You know, I have 5.
So
Don't get me
you
wrong. Like I've done Easter. I don't. Excuse me. Oh shit. Don't get me wrong. I've done Easter because in some of my past relationships, that's what my partner was doing. I've been to different churches. I have never been baptized. I don't want nobody touching on me. Um, two of my children, no, one of my children had been Christian. That none of my children have ever been baptized. Um, uh, I've done communion. None of my kids have done it. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of like went back to what I started out as.
right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to fellowship with anybody's like temple or their house of peace, what I call it, or whatever, I'm going to fellowship on my own time. I don't need anybody telling me what I have to give because at the end of the day, if I go broke, they're not going to pay my bills.
Right. And so you
You
still
know,
celebrate? Do you celebrate Christmas and Easter and all that for your kids?
I do it off and on for my kids. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that shit. I do it off and on because at one point it became a tradition because who I was with in the past, and my kids kind
Right.
of got accustomed to it. I saw that it made them happy, so I did it because it was a joyous thing for my children being small at the time. I now and now right now, even though I have two or three, two actually three small children, I wouldn't buy a Christmas tree not unless they asked me to,
Right.
and even then, it ain't gonna be up every goddamn year, and it ain't staying up to January. They lost their mind. I don't. I used to do Thanksgiving real big with the decorations and stuff. I just do it because I cook food,
Yeah. I mean,
and that's
at
being
the
real.
cooking
Cook
food
food
part, I
for
don't, I
family
don't,
to come
I
up
don't
and eat.
necessarily, I
You
don't
know,
disagree with the cooking food part. Food is always good to me. Um,
food is for
it's just,
fellowshipping. Come on, fellowship with the food and grub. You're hungry, come get a
yeah.
plate. Bow. But
I just
I'm
started
not big on
last year though.
Easter. I'm
No,
not big on
no,
Easter
no,
anymore
no,
because
no.
it kind of confused me with the whole rabbit and the egg thing, and it's supposed
The
to be
rabbits
pertaining
don't
to
even
the
lay
good.
eggs.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, what it now? And then with the rabbit egg pertaining to the resurrection of Jesus, they're doing too much now.
Yeah,
Cause
no, that don't
it
even
just
go
looks like,
together.
from my eyes, it's a bunch
You
of
know
eggs
that
being given out to
you
most
know
of
that
them.
part all about sex, that rabbit egg stuff.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but fertility.
So
The whole thing is about fertility, like a sex holiday. But
yeah, I mean, if that's the case, all
they
of it
tried to
is. We
turn it kid friendly. We ain't gonna get into all that, but yeah.
you know, um, with
I wouldn't. Well,
go ahead.
go ahead, Queen.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying. I mean, with like these different holidays, um, then I got 7 kids. Like I just started putting them on game probably about a year or two ago, maybe 2 years ago. But it's not just blatantly in their face. I just kind of slowly bring them into different things, and I only do it when they do different things or say different things. And I just bring out like, cause my mom like she's still um into the Christianity thing, like heavy. Like you can't tell her nothing. Like she one of the ones that you can't talk to about nothing. Whatever the Bible say, that's what it is. And I think the last time we actually talk was I went over there and she was talking to my girls because she wanted them to go to church. I think it was for Easter. And I go over there the day before they go to take them their clothes and they hygiene products and shit. And my mama started talking while I was in there, and I just I just stopped and I listened for about 5 minutes, and I was like, y'all know what? Look, y'all can go to church, but take your own understanding. If they saying something and you don't feel that that's how it pertains to you, then don't let him tell you that's what it is, because that's not meant for you to take it that way. If you hear it, okay, you hear it, but understand it for yourself. And when I said that, she got mad, and when she got mad, I just looked at her and I was like, you know what? Let me tell you this: y'all going to church for Easter. That's a whole paganistic goddamn holiday. That ain't even a holiday. You shouldn't even be celebrating anyway. And she got real mad. And I was like, y'all talking about Jesus this and Jesus that. Okay, cool. But y'all still telling our kids Jesus white. I don't want to hear that. Go to the Bible. They tell you the whole description. You ain't find one painting in that goddamn church that show a black Jesus with the hair wool, the skin of bronze. You don't see none of that in there. Basically, they still trying to brainwash you because they getting paid. Secondly, um, what they not telling you is, even though you have a foundation in Christianity, all I ain't gonna say every, almost every religion has a background. The background is pretty much the same. They just changed a couple names and made
some sort of knowledge the same thing.
Your phone breaking up, Queen.
I couldn't hear.
No, I said every religion has a deity of some sort, and they all kind of collaborate up into the same thing.
Right.
I
Which
just
is
told
crazy.
somebody that today.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about heaven and hell?
Uh, um, I have a lot of real unique feelings about it. I do.
I'm open. I'm listening.
I don't know if there is one or not because I'm still here right now.
Right.
And to be straightforward, I don't know if I was to leave right now, if I would be able to come back and tell y'all, hey man, up in heaven, they got this going on up there. Or hey man, up in hell, you know what I'm saying? You really can't even fire for blunt down there. Your shit just vapor.
Hey, but I'm gonna try
I don't
to.
know.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I've always said when I do leave, if there is a heaven or a hell, I don't want to go to neither one. I want to be stuck in the middle.
Okay, limbo,
I want to be able to.
as they would call it.
I want to, if it is one, I want to be able to be stuck in the middle because I want to be able to come down in the form of something and just mess with people. Get on y'all fucking
Real
nerves.
shit. That's me. That's me. I swear, that's me.
I just want
You
to be
want to
able to
be able
come,
to basically you want to
especially
be able
my
to come and
kids.
go as
You
you
know what I'm
please.
saying? Like, if you can send me
For
back in the
real.
form of a lizard, I'm gonna be the lizard that's gonna be in the house. You gonna see me one good time, and you ain't gonna see me no more. But when I do come mess with you, yeah, I'm gonna mess with you. You know what I'm
And see,
saying?
I
Like,
asked that to fuck with you real quick because I always mess with people. Like when God said that I am good, I am evil, I do all these things. I was trying to figure out where the hell the devil came in. If God already told you he good and evil, he do all of it. What the fuck you need the devil for? What the devil come in there?
Let me say one thing.
I guess he
After I'm gonna
comes
go after
in
you.
as the man at the door of Club Hell. I guess I don't know. You know,
So
looking at it like,
God is
hey, hey.
God and the devil. That's what I'm like. What the?
I
Hey,
guess he
look,
can
let
be
me
in two
say this.
places at one time. Shit, I don't know. Shit.
Let me say this. I think you feel me. Think about the mob boss, right?
Uh-huh.
The mob boss don't go whack nobody. He tell his hitman or one of his henchmen to tell his hitman to go do that.
Okay, I can see that. But
So
why is But why is
He's
Jesus
personally not doing it. He's sending somebody to do it for him.
okay? But why is
So
Jesus
is
and the
God sending
devil
the devil to do
referred
his
by
dirty work?
as the same name?
Why is Jesus and the devil referred to as the same name, which is
The
the
bright
morning?
morning star.
Okay.
Mm. Mm.
The morning. Hold
Mm.
on, hey, first of all, let me drop this disclaimer and say that everybody heard me when I say I don't have no religion. I'm a naturalist. Okay.
No, I don't have a religion. I'm
I
just
know I just
it's just,
want to
it's
drop
just
it.
stuff that I question.
That's not for you. That's for the people. All right.
Got
So look, uh, they got the same name because you know what I'm saying. According to what they was doing, the light bearer or bringer, and we talk about light. You know what I'm saying. We talking about somebody who is giving you the game or exposing the truth to you or showing you the way to go. They both did that.
Keyword. I just thought about something. You just
They
said
both did that.
you just
And
said
you gotta
showing you the way
understand
to
the
go.
devil code. The devil is
hold,
code.
hold up, let
But
let Queen
when,
go real quick.
You just said something that kind of just it just kind of just popped in my head. You just said kind of like some key words like showing you the way to go. What does light do? Okay, you said the what did you say they refer to Jesus and
the
devil
light,
as
and
the
it's
bright
basically
morning
okay.
star?
Yeah,
A bright star, a bright light. What does a bright light do?
what it do is gives you the ability to see which way you need to go. So that means they both gave you information to give to for you. You know what I'm saying? They can get you in the way to go for as improving yourself.
Okay,
So
well
the
it was
devil helping
telling
you
me
improve
it was
yourself.
All I need you to do is ask me how, and I'm gonna tell you how.
The devil
how
helping you improve yourself.
All I need you to do is ask me how, and I'm gonna tell you.
How is
how
the devil
how
helping me improve myself?
how.
All right. Um, the devil. Okay. How is hey, and it can sound how it want to sound to anybody, but he's showing you how to, you know, he showed Adam and Eve how to become a god. Look, I don't want to pull up text. I don't want to look. Listen to this. I want to pull up scripture and text, right? But he told them if they eat the fruit, they gonna become gods, right?
Mm-hmm.
After they ate the fruit, the gods said they have become gods like us. That's all I'm saying.
Because they can see
Because
and
of
they
the
know
knowledge.
what
Hold on,
they knew what
wait.
they should.
Because of
Yeah. I
the
got that.
knowledge,
I got you. Because they
right?
now
Because of
they
the
know.
knowledge,
Yeah.
right?
I got you.
Okay. Now, well, I have to explain Jesus part?
Nah, I'm just saying how are they different?
They That's what I was
Why
saying.
is it not?
In the aspect of the light bringer or the light bearer part, they both did do something that, in a way, bettered mankind.
But I'm
Well,
saying
maybe when
Because it's
they
deeper than
both
what
do
y'all think it is.
hold up. Go ahead,
maybe when it
Queen.
comes to them both doing them some things, maybe one is for bringing something in and one is taking something out, but they both have a light. So one may be the bright morning star, may be that bright light shining to show you what the way in, and the other one may be the bright light showing to show you the way the fuck out of this bitch.
Okay. Okay. Now, look. Let me show y'all something. And I, for certain reasons, I don't even want to do this because
Man,
I
say
was.
that shit.
Wait. Look,
Stop
I
stepping
would
on
change.
your tongue, man.
No. Listen, I would actually change the subject about what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna keep it to what we at. Okay. Um, she said one showing you in, one giving you the light to get in, one giving you the light to get out. Okay. Now think about this. What if one was giving you only enough to see around the room, but not around the house, and the other one was giving you enough not to just see around the house, but around the neighborhood or the world? You see,
Mm.
night light. It's a night light and it's a street light, or it's a street light and it's a sunlight. Whichever way you want to go with it.
I
One's
still say
either
it's
way it
the
goes,
same.
one's bigger than the other.
Right. So
I
which light? It still was two lights, but which
no,
light? You know what I'm saying?
I still feel it's one life. I still feel it's one person. It's one being. It's one creator that's controlling everything, good and bad. And
What
they
you
threw
mean
that free
control?
will.
Hold on, what you mean controlling? The word control. What you mean
I mean,
control?
like, it's one creator, right?
Yeah.
And he if you I'm not really big on the Bible,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Yeah. You say
a lot of
yeah.
people go to the Bible. So I'm gonna say if he say he good and bad, he do all these things. I don't see why you need a devil or any other thing outside of him. Because he also said
They
you
go
should
back to
you
the
should
mob boss. They go back to the mob boss. That's why.
but you he
He
also
just
said
hold
there's
on.
only
Wait.
Two different
one God.
Okay. Let me
versions.
ask you some questions. Let me ask you some questions.
Go ahead.
Do the creator, according to what you know, whatever, think,
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah.
do the creator have a shape or a form or the way he look or it looks?
No.
Who knows?
Okay,
First of all, I'm not going to say yes or
okay.
no. I'm gonna just
So
say
what?
who knows.
Okay, so imagine yourself as the person that's the chess player. You're not a chess piece. You the player. So you're not
Mm-hmm.
in the game, but you at the whenever you grab a piece, you that piece. You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So when you grab Jesus, you Jesus. When you grab the devil, you the devil.
Every
I mean,
play
really,
needs
like that.
character.
That's why he himself is not none of that, but he do it at the same time.
Every play needs character. Needs characters. Every movie needs characters. Somebody is
Right.
behind that doing the directing.
Right.
The person that's
So
behind it doing the directing, we just don't know what or who it is.
And we
yeah.
don't even know the point. Let's
Yep.
not forget about that, which is the biggest thing. The point.
Hmm.
Is this entertainment or is this we supposed to be achieving a goal? Go ahead, fam. My bad.
No, no, I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, I'm
I
just saying.
honestly, in my opinion, and just my thoughts, I think it's a goal. It's a goal to be achieved, to be attained. I'm gonna just say it like that. What is to be attained from us coming in and coming out, or in being products of something or whatever God created us, our creator, creatrix, whatever. It's
Uh,
something to be attained. What it is, we all don't know.
right.
I think it got to be knowledge, right? Because they say knowledge is power. Could it be that? Because the more you know, I don't want to say that after that, but
Wait. When we talk about knowledge, are we like talking about school? Like what they
mm,
teach you, like math and
No,
science and all that. We talking about
no, I
that, or
mean
knowing,
we
like
just
talking about
knowing.
intellectual properties.
okay.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
just
Yeah.
knowing
See,
things, just
that's
knowing
what I was
things
getting
pretty
at
much.
because I was like, okay, I
Yeah,
can see knowledge, but the
you're right.
thing with
Because
me
you
when it comes to
like
knowledge,
I can know how to fix the car, but I can't do it because I'm 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 unable to. I got a arm that's a chicken wing, or my leg is,
You
you know
know,
what I'm saying? Whatever
um,
it is, my back messed up. So whatever it is, but I know how. So what I can do, I can use the knowledge, which is the power to that I can give to somebody else to do it.
I don't know.
I can
Like,
give it. And if you want to be one of them type of people, you can give them the power without giving them the knowledge. So they would never be able to do it after you tell them at that moment. You feel me? Because all he did was told me to crank this and crank that, but at that time, but you don't
yeah.
remember. You know what I'm saying? Could it be knowledge? Just to be able to because I feel like if it is, because what me, fam, I say the creator gotta make sense, and it don't make sense to be down here as slaves to the creator. That's what religion is to me, being a slave to the creator.
That's a fact to me.
So I don't think that's what the creator want for us. The creator, to me, want for us to become a god. That's what I think. And the only way we can become that is with knowledge.
That's where I was going with that knowledge. Like the knowledge to me is going back to where we was mentally or it
When we die or
I'm
come
gonna
out of
say
here.
mentally. I'm gonna
Look,
say
let me finish. Let me finish real quick.
go
When
ahead,
we
fam.
die or come out of here, this, and I ain't gonna say I'm 100% on this either. But when we die or come out of here, we go on to be a god and have our own creation somewhere else. The multiverse, infinite universes, whatever they want to call it. I feel like that's what we go on to. You feel me? And if you, like they say, you're gonna be reincarnated, which means you come back to this place, whatever you are or whoever you are. Yeah, no, that's if you don't get the knowledge, but the knowledge powers your soul, your solar energy. I mean, I don't want to get into that because well, yeah, that's something else.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Where I was going, like
What it is I'm not 100% on this, so I don't want to go too far
no.
into it.
I was just saying knowledge. The knowledge to me itself is understanding exactly where we come from, like who we are. Like when they trace our bloodlines, and all that shit, our
To me,
DNA,
knowledge is
where
knowing
our
your
DNA
person
come from.
as a human, as a
No,
whatever you want.
knowledge to me is knowing exactly where our DNA come from, and opposingly, where the rest of okay, I said
If you hold
Caucasian.
on, wait. If you think, yeah, I was gonna say, if you think you more than just this flesh, the DNA is beyond the DNA.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Yeah,
like
it do.
Caucasian.
The DNA do play a big part, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Knowledge.
that knowledge is what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? That type knowledge, like understanding the difference in the DNA breakdown. Not just your bloodline through your family type shit. I'm talking about the original DNA type shit and how far it traced back. That type shit. You know what I mean? Like
Uh,
what was it? Caucasians with only like 6,000 years?
yeah, going on.
Something
They're
like
like they
that.
got like 200 something more years, but you might as well say it.
Come
They're
on,
like,
man.
yeah,
So
that's that's
when I'm
yeah.
talking about knowledge, I'm talking about a lot of people don't understand the whole structural breakdown and don't understand how powerful they are because we've been so oppressed and so we've been taught all of this and all of this and that's what we believe as far as Christians, Baptists, Buddhists, it don't matter down the line how they've been brainwashed to believe this certain thing and not actually looking into the history of it and when it began and all of this because the religion and all of that go way back and I didn't seen a lot of stuff to where
Yeah, the religion.
the Bible took a whole lot of stories from. I ain't even gonna get into that right now, but you know where I mean. I know you done read the shit. I seen it.
Y'all are saying so many different things. Y'all are saying so many different things in the words y'all are saying. It's like I'm having a selective hearing, and I just kind of
Okay,
like
okay. Let's do this.
some things
Let's do
popped
this,
up in my
Queen.
head, and I can't word them
Let-
out like I want to because I
okay,
don't
pick
really know how to
one.
put it together to make it make sense
Pick
for
one that
y'all.
you want to really talk about, and let's get on it.
Um, now y'all were talking about knowledge, and from when y'all was talking about knowledge, I took the word knowing because know is in the
Uh
word
huh.
knowledge, and
Right.
I heard somebody say power, and understanding. And this is just what I'm hearing while y'all are talking.
Right.
And I was just like, what if knowledge is knowing, and knowing too much is just another form of having too much power because of the knowledge? I don't know if that makes sense when I said it, but I was just listening to y'all and I was like, hold on, wait, what, what, what?
Hold on, wait. You say knowing too much is what?
I said, what if knowledge is knowing, and knowing too much is another form of power?
Knowing too much is power. Ooh, that's cold.
That's why I said when y'all were talking, that's why I got so quiet. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know. When y'all were talking,
Hey,
I'm listening to y'all,
that's cold as
but it's
hell.
certain words. Because
that
I'm sitting here. I was
kind
sitting
of
here with
caught me
my
off
eyes
guard
closed.
right
Honestly, y'all. Just listen to
Shit.
me
there.
real quick. I was sitting here literally with my eyes closed and my hand leaned up against my head. I'm not asleep, but I'm listening and I'm taking in everything y'all two are kind of like debating on amongst each other, or just talking about. And this y'all are saying words, and I'm a person. I have a select hearing, so I will hear a word in this sentence and that sentence, and then I'm hearing, and I'm like, hold on, wait.
It make you
Knowledge
think about
has the
this shit,
word "no" in it. Then you said
right?
power. To have too
And
much knowledge
ledge,
is
no, it's
power.
hold
To
on,
know too
it's
much
no
is another
ledge,
form of power. You know
but
what I'm saying? So
knowledge
Oh,
is no
it
yeah.
ledge
No
knowledge
ledge.
is power, and knowing too much is another form of
put
power.
together.
You know what I'm saying?
Knowing too much is no ledge.
Mm-hmm.
That's no end.
It's no ledge.
Yeah. No
See,
end.
Okay, okay. No ledge. I ain't
It
never
just
heard
it's just
that one.
something that
Okay.
just dawned on me just by listening to y'all. Just listening, and I was like, wait a minute.
so hold on, wait, say that again. You say so if knowledge is power,
That mean no. She
It
said knowledge
to
is
have
knowing
knowledge to
is
have
knowing.
knowledge is knowing too much, and knowing too much is another
It's
form
the
of
power.
power.
Hey
yes,
man.
Because when you know
I
too
rock
much, you take it like this in the real world. We just gonna take it back to the streets. Okay, if you know too much from one of the plugs up the street, you know too much about them. You got too much on. You got too much power because you know too much.
Right, right.
If I can explain it to you like that, you
Yeah,
got too
yeah,
much
yeah.
knowledge on this person. You know too much. You got too much power. You know what I'm saying? Just on the strength that you know
Okay.
too much.
So
Wow.
in society today, right? Like just say like we gonna take like 85% of people.
Mm-hmm.
85% of people that you know or that you come
Yeah.
across. How much knowledge would you say they have?
85% of the people I know, to me, they don't have that much. They're too small minded, so they don't have much knowledge. In my opinion, too small minded.
I feel like we should go out for 100% and not leave nobody out.
100% of the people. Okay.
Yeah, let's
I,
max
I,
about 100% instead of 85% of the
Okay,
people.
so since we're talking
right.
about percentages, you said 85 when somebody said 100. When we talking about a
Okay, that's
percentage from my perspective on how many people have knowledge,
right.
um, in my opinion, it really probably like 42%. Not everybody got it. No, so it's a lot of us that are small minded and oppressed intellectually,
Right.
oppressed. They're not
Ooh,
willing, or
that,
they're not willing to be educated further than what
I
they
can
know.
agree with them.
They want to stay in that one compartment right there. They don't want to go any further.
I can
They
agree
want to
with
stay
that.
right there.
she
What you
said,
got, lad?
hold
What you got,
on,
man?
that shit was cold as hell. She said, intellectually oppressed. That was cold as hell. Intellectually oppressed.
It is. It's a lot of people. We're friends with them. They're in our family. That we've been knowing them all our life. A lot of people are intellectually oppressed. They want to stay in that one compartment, that one area. They don't want to go any further because they're comfortable being intellectually oppressed. They don't know it, because they feel like what their intellect is on and their knowledge or they're educated on is the shit. It is the one thing. It gets nothing's better. It doesn't go any further. This is it. This is the Michael Jackson of knowledge right here. This is the Michael Jordan. They don't feel like it's anything better.
That is facts. That's
I can
facts.
agree with
They don't feel
that.
like
I can agree.
anything better. And even if it's not anything better, but or it's something out there that could add to it, add to what they know or their knowledge, they still don't want to they still don't want to further it. They want to stay right there in that comfort zone.
Wow.
They comfortable being intellectually oppressed right there in that little last goddamn spot right there. That's it. They don't want to go no further.
I can feel it. It's for real. We run across a lot of them.
That's where the end of nine is.
Oh, your mic chopped up. That's facts, though. That
That
is
man,
fact.
hey, she put
Facts.
that perfectly. She put that perfectly right there.
That is facts. That's where the end of now come in. Real shit.
Because they are
They think they shit
intellectually
is,
oppressed.
and that goes to, huh?
Because they are intellectually oppressed.
Man,
Intellectually oppressed, and that's what I was saying about shaking. Remember, I was saying earlier about shaking somebody's foundation with the
yeah,
information,
yeah.
the knowledge that you're giving them.
Mm-hmm.
Fear, the fear. You know what I'm saying? Just by them being afraid. You know what I'm saying? Shake it. And when I'm saying shaking somebody's foundation, that's what I mean by afraid. It's the same thing. When you
Yeah.
shaking somebody's
Intellectually
foundation,
oppressed.
right? That's
They're
exactly
afraid
what
So,
I'm saying.
of.
so in that situation, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
my mama one of them people. I ain't straight up. My mama one of them people. And like,
That is why she got. That's why when you said she got angry or she kind of went off because that's
oh yeah.
intellectual oppression. Don't want to go
So
further than what she already knows and what was taught to her and what was embedded in her.
That's
Her
that
parents, her
fear.
parents,
When you
parents
start
told
shaking
them and it was
somebody's
passed
foundation,
down,
they get
so
scared.
it's there. That's
yeah,
just
but
like with
it was
with a
passed
lot of
down to
our
us too.
older and our elders. A lot of them are like that. A lot of our elders are like that, and they don't want to come up out of that. They're for one, they're too old. Some people literally may be in too much of shock to come out of that intellectual oppression and then try to add on to it at the age they are. So it just doesn't work. It don't work for them. It may work for some, but it don't work for them. And the ones that do actually invite it in, it scares the absolute fuck out of them. They go into a state of shock and they like when they find out new stuff, they be, oh my God, woo, 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 oh my God. They go into shock. Like
Shaking
a
their
kid in
foundation.
Toys R Us. Oh my God. They go into shock. They do.
Yeah.
I can
I
get
have a
that. I
friend.
mean,
I have a friend that's just now kind of coming out of her intellectual oppression because she was a Jesus joker. And I had to tell her, you a Jesus joker. I love you to death, but that's just what you is to me, you know. And at one point, we stopped being friends because she tried to force religion on me. Come on, come to church with me. Okay, I'm gonna go to church with you. I tried it. I don't like it. No, no. I feel like the pastor's a pervert. PP, perverted pastor. I'm sorry. That's just me. I got names for him. And she was like, well,
yeah,
don't be talking about my pastor. He's the shepherd and the sheep. I'm not no damn sheep. I don't walk on four legs, baby, and I don't even eat lamb. I'm a human being, okay? So your pastor gonna have to find another sheep. I'm not feeling him. No.
yeah.
All of y'all are intellectually oppressed. I don't relate to y'all, and I don't really feel like y'all are educated people just because you have a degree and you go to
Right.
come get this man your money. I'm not feeling you. No. You're intellectually oppressed. Expand your mindset and stop being so small minded and trapped just in the church's walls with this book that just tells you what to do. And there's 13,522 copies of it that's been reiterated and it's missing pages. So, therefore, you're intellectually oppressed and you're not on my level.
Damn. Okay.
13,522 to me. Yeah, she had
Yeah.
enough.
And it's missing hold up, peep this, and it's missing a couple of chapters and some pages. Yeah.
And some
Like
books.
36, 36,
Yes.
I believe. Or
Yeah,
28.
36. If it's not 36, it may be 34. It's in between 34 and 36. Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like
My
28 or
thing is
30.
like when you dealing with these people, like you said, that was your friend, and then y'all fell out. Now
Mhm.
y'all cool again. But my thing, so you keep pushing, or you just let it go, and if
No, I
y'all
no no
pick
no
it back
no
up,
no. Oh, I let her learn on her own, and if I tell you to this day, guess what church she ain't going to no more. She stopped being intellectually oppressed and went and
right,
did her own little research.
right,
It's all about picking up a book. If people that are intellectually oppressed with all these different religions can pick up other books outside of just, oh, the King James version, the New Innovative version, all these other, too many copies of this one book that say the same thing, that have oppressed many people intellectually, mentally, physically, and emotionally, everybody could be on the same page. But some people, like I said, are so intellectually oppressed, they are comfortable in that one space right there. They don't want to go no further. That's like a kid staying in 3 feet and not learning to go jump off the diving board in the 12 feet in. Don't nobody want to swim. They just want to stay there because they know they can see above water. It's cool.
right. I
It's
feel it.
comfortable.
That was a
It's a
throw
comfort
analogy.
zone.
Yeah,
That was a
12.
throw analogy right there.
Ooh, shit. I hope y'all writing down and taking notes right now. God dang.
Yeah, she giving us some juice,
Shit.
Not many people want
man.
none of me. I ain't gonna lie. Not
Hey,
many
man.
people want none of me. That's why I share something with y'all. I have been put out of churches because I don't. You can't tell me the good
Hey,
Lord
I
said. Oh,
shut
first of
churches
all,
down.
hold
We
on,
already
pause.
know it.
I got a question. What did the
Right?
good? How you know he said this? You talk to him on a regular? You got his email? You got a page number for him? Huh? Okay, well, what does this mean right here though? Well, man, you're not supposed to question your shepherd. You are not my shepherd, sir. I got my mama, my parents. I got two parents. I don't know you, but I'm trying to get this. What? Who told you to tell me this? Can you tell me that person name? Because I need to talk to them directly.
Yeah, I had a pastor
Yeah, I
tell
need
me
to
I
go
was
talk
going
to
to
them
hell if
directly.
I didn't get baptized. Are you going to hell if you don't get baptized? Nigga, what the fuck? How the
Oh, they
fuck?
told me I was going to hell for having children at an early age. I guess, I
How
guess,
the
I
fuck
guess,
you
I guess
gonna tell me
outside
what's
the front
gonna
yard
happen to
during the
me?
summertime must be hell for me because it'd be hot.
Right?
Shit, because how somebody gonna tell you this is, and I don't mean to go off subject if because I think I am with this one. How can somebody who may slightly be scamming me and getting over other people that's in the and sitting in the walls of what they call their temple, their church house, tell me something when I gotta pay you and put money in your pocket just for you to tell me something out of a book that I can go read at home all day long by myself
For
They
free.
get if you don't pay too.
for free.
You would say something?
I say, and getting their feelings if you ain't giving no offering.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They'll make the whole next Sunday
okay,
sermon be about offering tithes.
Yeah.
and then want to hold
And,
you
and,
hostage in
and the
there. Want to
Bible don't
pray
even
extra
say
long.
nothing about all that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was working for a pastor in 2020. The nigga was selling Zans and still begging for offering. Nigga
Damn.
selling
The
Zans.
nigga was selling this.
Nigga selling Zans in the back to other pastors.
Hold on,
No
Bruh.
bullshit.
2020, nigga. Where you was in Louisiana at that time?
No, this was Fifth Ward.
That's
No,
where you
wait,
was up there.
yeah, this
Okay.
is Fifth Ward.
Nigga.
Since Sunday
Being a
finally
pastor,
chimed in,
Nah, I was just enjoying the
he
good
been listening the
conversation.
whole time because he ain't sleep. He was awoke. He was listening the whole time. I believe him if he say that. If he say he was listening, I believe him because he heard that. And he hold on, wait a minute, let me chime in real quick. Yeah,
but since
Yeah.
he finally talking, Sonny,
Yeah,
what's your religion?
I mean, I believe in God. I just have a different way of believing.
you have no
Mm,
religion in that. You're a believer of God. That's what that means.
he believe in a
You're
higher power.
you're not a Christian. You're not a
I
Shriner
know.
and
Hold
you're
on,
not a
wait. Hey, but let
Catholic.
me say this though: if to me and to everybody else in the world, when you say God, you talking about the person of the Bible. That's who you talking about.
No, I'm talking about a higher power.
Mm,
'Cause I
A higher
could, I
divine
could
power.
be,
Okay.
yeah,
okay. Well, go on say it. Don't be politically correct. Go on say what it is. Don't say
yeah. I
God.
believe,
Everybody, God is different. So when you say God, that's why I asked you that because when you say God, like who is you talking about? Some
nah, I
people God
believe
is the devil. Some people God is Satan. Some people God is Lucifer.
as far as God and the devil, I
Jesus.
just think they're the same person split in two personalities.
That's me.
Like a dark and like a light in the dark,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yin and yang.
a left and a right, up
can't
and
have good
down.
without
Yeah.
bad. Yeah,
So Sonny, who
They're two
is
people in one because they bring the balance.
Right,
so
yin and yang.
who is let us make man? Who is that?
say that one more time.
Let us make man.
Let us make man. That speaks for itself.
Who I know, no, no. Who is us?
Us.
Him and himself.
Who?
Them his personalities, man. Like,
I'm asking Sonny who is us. It said
oh,
let us. Who is the person saying let us, and then who is us? Who is these
I
people?
don't even think it say us.
Yeah.
I don't even know who the person was writing because that's iffy to me. But as far as us go, it's like mankind.
I don't even think it say us.
What it say? Let me make
Yeah, I
man
think it
my
say.
image.
Nah,
Yeah, it
it's
says, "Let
more
me
like,
make men in my
yeah,
image." It
I
doesn't
think
say
it
us;
say
it says
me.
me.
In what? What book is this week? What?
That's King
Well,
James.
you know, it's
The
13,059 million of these books, so we don't know which
I
book it
know.
is.
That's what I'm gonna say. Now, hold on, wait. Let me just say this. And the one
But
that I'm talking about is the one that everybody go by, which is King James. And in King James, it say "Let us."
Oh well,
oh
I
well,
don't
maybe
know.
us. Like
What
Sonny
the
said, I'm gonna just take from what Sonny said. Sonny said it could be two people in one. That two person those two people within that one could be the balance of, like you say, good and bad, yin and yang, up and down, left and right, dark and light. It could
Yeah, because I've
Who?
be
always
that
be talking.
whatever
So
that
they
is.
don't have no name. Is what I'm saying. What you saying?
no no? It's no name because they the same person.
No, it
It's
can't be the same.
the
It can't be
creator.
the same
It's
people
the
if you're saying
creator. It's the creator because he tell you he good and bad. So it's him and himself. So he's talking
he's
to
talking to himself. His so 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 his mind is talking to his body. That's what you're telling
bro.
me.
Look, this nigga bipolar. You don't think he bipolar?
I
Look
know
at this
that.
shit.
I
Look at
know
this shit.
that.
We come on, nigga.
I know that.
Nigga bipolar like a motherfucker.
I have a question. I have a
Go ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
Have y'all ever wondered if there is just either two or if there's just one? What if the creator can be a creator and a creatrix? Like what if it could be that? You ever
That's
thought
a
about
good
it?
What?
question. And this my thing. What if
Because if
it's
he, you know how. Go ahead. Go
okay? What if his creators? What if his creators? You
So
feel
more
me?
than one.
Or because it said, "Come, let us." So maybe that, like I was saying about the mafia. What if that one had the blueprint and said, "Come on, y'all, let's do this." But he wasn't the actual one that was doing it. They was doing it. I'm just trying
They're
to
doing his
see.
dirty work.
Like I say,
That's
he the
like
one
some in the
that's.
name of the king type shit.
I'm just saying. It said, "Let us." Okay, well, even if it was him and other people, you know what I mean.
Let me say. Let me. Cause she said creatrix, meaning female,
It's
right?
still even though
Yeah,
even if it's what
meaning like
okay, yeah, my
male and
man.
female.
What I'm saying is it's not to mean okay, if he said come let us make man in our image, which means humans, maybe he could have been talking to the woman goddess and said, because I'm a woman and you're a man, so we gonna make male or I'm a male or I'm feminine. I mean I'm masculine and you feminine. Let's make one of both of us out here. You know what I'm saying? So I can dig that.
Okay, okay. Well, let me ask you this then.
I can dig that.
With all
That's
the controversy around with all the controversy around the subject, right? Would would God be a
Hmm.
man or a woman in your eyes?
who.
Yours.
But in my eyes, I look at the creator as no gender.
Okay, I can respect that.
Just a being.
I look at the creator as having a gender. I do think it has a gender. I
I
do
look
think
at the
whatever it is
I
has a
just look
gender.
at it as a
Me
being.
personally, I think woman.
Why would you say woman?
I feel kind of strongly about this. Forgive me. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I feel kind of
No,
strongly
no, no,
about this.
no. I just
I
want to
think
know why you.
woman because I think woman because of how we're built
Uh,
and everything comes to us to get here, male and female.
right.
That's my reason for thinking maybe it could possibly be female because everybody comes through woman to get here. We birth men. We birth both gender, male and female. Not just
Right.
one anymore. We birth multiples as well. So we could actually give birth to male and female at one time, whether it's
Twins.
one
Yeah.
male, two females, or one male and one female.
Sonny, what you think?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it has a gender.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. I want to rebuttal that too, but what you think, Royce?
Honestly, the more I think about it, I'm leaning more toward female.
Okay. You got your
And
reason?
my reason would probably be close to hers, if not the same. But
Okay.
in society, like normally 9 times out of 10, the woman progressing faster than a man mentally. Ain't not 100% of the time, but 9 times out of 10, the woman is progressive faster
I'm,
than man mentally. As far as like they know what they want at a certain age, and niggas still playing and all that shit. Like mentally, I'm
Oh,
thinking.
yeah, you know what you
hold
wanted
on,
at a
wait,
certain age.
wait.
You said that earlier. You know what you want at a certain age. So you come on, brother. But I
What?
just want to
Hey,
rebuttal whatever
hold
you
on, wait,
said.
wait. At a certain point of time, about a couple of years back, I would agree with you, brother royalty. In this day and age now, I wouldn't say it's 9 times out of 10. I would say it's four out of
Yeah, so
4 out of 6.
10
it's,
right about now when it
it's,
comes to women knowing what they
it's a lot.
want.
My bad. I'm older. Like
The
I'm
progression of us as women right now, the progression of us as women right now is deteriorating because a lot of us don't know what we want. We don't know what we want.
it,
We only want what we see right now. We're seeing things
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. For
that
sure,
we
for sure.
want. We're not
A lot,
knowing what we
a
want.
lot of it is propaganda. A lot of it is like what they see on TV and these music videos. They want. I know when I was growing, man. I don't know. I ain't gonna say when I was growing up because it's still my age group. My age group is still the same to me. Like a lot of them, just you know what I mean. They even in like like let your age. No, I ain't gonna say that because that's kind of cutting it. But either way, you can tell that most of the women you come across they on something different than what the males that their same age is on. And
It depends
a
too.
lot of them, I'm sorry, go ahead, man.
No, I was going to say it depends. Most of the
Oh yeah,
women now that know what they want, whether they are younger than my generation, and I'm 33 by the way, whether they are younger on the I'm hold on wait, whether they are younger or older, most of them are self-thriving women, and that's why they know what they want. The ones that are not self-thriving, they're not ambitious, or they don't have something that they can actually benefit off of on their own. They attach themselves to what they see. So they do not know what the fuck they want. They only want what they see. They literally attach themselves to people. The ones that aren't attaching themselves to people, like another partner, and they're just by themselves and they do their own thing, but they have something actually really meaningful going, they know what they want.
I've seen a lot of videos and
Mm-hmm.
TikToks and Twitters and Facebooks and all of that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when you say self thriving, right? Um,
I mean, like a woman that has her a business going. Um, she's mildly very successful.
uh-huh.
Um, and she doesn't attach herself.
Okay.
Damn, how can I say this?
No, no, no. I get it. I get it. My question is like being head. I mean, it's nothing wrong with.
Let me say
I'm
this
with
real
it
quick.
all day.
Yeah, real
Go
quick.
ahead, man. Go ahead. Let me mute my mic. Go ahead.
It was something I wanted to say, and I couldn't get it out. I forgot what I wanted to say, but I'll just say this. Now I don't take for granted, right, that we get the woman's perspective on that note right there. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't just, whatever. But I do want to say that, but although a woman that's, the things that you said that they are more focused on their career throughout their life and wait till they get however the hell in age to try to be serious with a relationship or a man or building a family.
Mm-hmm.
A woman's biological clock is shorter than a man's. First, one thing about that. And another thing is that a lot of those women, I don't know, I don't want to say there's nothing else besides that.
No,
A
say it.
woman's biological
Say it.
clock is shorter than this man. A woman like that will most of the time end up a lesbian, you know what I'm saying, single for a long time. If they do get with a man, they ain't gonna have no kids. If they do have kids, they gonna be old. And yeah, but you know what I mean.
All right,
What I'm saying
no,
is,
you made a point.
there's nothing wrong with a woman that's being independent and focused on their career and stuff. But a woman's nature, you know
It's
what I'm
limited.
saying?
Our time, like you said, is limited, and that is a fact because it's a lot of us that are actually successful, and we wait too long to try to get in a relationship. Some of us focus more on
And hold
career.
on, wait, one more thing. And then I was gonna say also they don't have the experience at a later age of how to be in a serious relationship. And that's it.
It, it's not how to be in a relationship. It's how to handle having someone in their own personal space because they've been single and they haven't had another body in their home. They haven't had to share, you know what I'm saying, or exchange with another person. You know what I'm saying? And be open. They've been so closed in and conservative to their own and personal needs. They've only had to cater to themselves. So catering to somebody else and being in a relationship, being a partner, doing the give and take, push and pull would be hard for them. A lot of them go through
Caring, showing empathy and sympathy and stuff like
yeah,
that.
nurturing, compromising, things like that. A lot of them, there's the 4 to 5 of their relationships when they start to put themselves out there, they fail.
When you said compromising, that was a good one right there. Compromising, that was a good one too. But let me just say, also that goes both ways because you can end up. When I was in high school, and I don't like being personal, but when I was in high school, I dated somebody. You know what I'm saying? And they was 15 and their daddy was 70. You feel me?
God
So
damn.
exactly.
It'll affect them. That's why I said you were right, because we are limited. Our bodies genetically and physically have a time clock that will stop. And it stops in between our late or early 40s. Some of us are lucky to go all the way to 55 or 60 and still be able to have kids and have a menstrual cycle. Don't get me wrong, it takes a hell of a lot of energy out of us as women. But see, y'all can be 81 and go out here and go hump and jump on something and have a 3-year-old running around this bitch. We can't do that. We can't do that due to our genetic tissue and our body, how our bodies are built. It won't. Our bodies won't let us do it. We can't be 112 and still reproduce and have a kid. Y'all can be 125, hump something, and it's gonna be a little Jeff. It's gonna be a little dude running around here somewhere. Y'all can be 96 and still get aroused as we are women, and we get 55, 56, and we get to the point where we are no longer like sex, and we don't have that sex drive. It's dry down there. We go through these certain stages. Y'all don't get that. Women get that. It is hell on earth for women when we get up in age. Y'all get the glory of still having that little fire in you. We don't get that. The fire go out. It is soot, dust. It is no more. It's gone.
I'm glad we got spit. My bad.
We don't get that. We get dust like powder. Just gone. It's over. It's over.
Shit. You
Menopause
got
takes
spit
that.
too. You
But
spit, I spit. We both rub. It's good.
but you know why I think it's like that? Just not thinking about it, because when we are birthed and we are birthed as women,
Mm,
a woman giving birth to another woman, we are born automatically with eggs. As to y'all have to later on in life develop your sperm cells in your, in your area down there. We are
mm,
born with ours. So we start off early. Like you said, hey, we start off early and y'all start late. But y'all go
uh,
on. Y'all don't stop until y'all don't stop until it's time for you to go. Boom, it's over.
mm.
We got somebody that hit the stopwatch button and be like, yeah, that's time. It's over. No more of that. She's good.
If I
Tap her
stop
out.
watching,
Next. Hit that stopwatch. Tap tap. It's over. No more. Ain't no more of that. That's it.
I'm gonna need you to leave the stopwatch alone.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What?
It's
God
true.
damn.
We are born. We are already coming into this world with so many eggs inside of us. A lot of them are through our younger age, from the time we start our first menstrual cycle up until, let's say, about mid-30, when we start to take on that fatigue from having kids at a later age. We take on more fatigue, and then we start spitting out less eggs because the menstrual cycle either gets heavier, lighter, or it starts to stop.
That
That's
has
the
nothing to
three
do with the sex.
options.
That has nothing to do with the sex drive, though.
It has nothing to do with the what?
The sex drive.
Shit, you a goddamn lie. Shoot.
Nah, I'm just saying that.
When
Like,
some women, when some women get up in age after they stop their cycle, a lot of them lose the sex drive.
I
I have
just
a couple of
mentioned
aunties
with
that go
somebody.
through that.
before I decide like I'm done with the world and fuck with different people. Like I was messing with somebody in California and she was like 20 years older than me, and I'm 42 now. Then I think I was like 38, so she was like 52 or 56 or some shit like that. But that motherfucker says I was higher than mine. Man, I'm asleep, bitch. What the hell?
Hey, she probably still was, you know, which
I mean,
majority.
like
Most
that's
of us,
what I
like
said.
I
Like
say, in between
it's
55 and 60, we don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah, they say
mentally
by 45 it started declining.
shit.
The possibility of being pregnant, and that's what takes their sex drive down. You feel me?
Well, that's
It
probably why
started.
her sex drive was high because she wasn't worried about getting pregnant. She just wanted to fuck. That's
I don't know. I just look at it. But that makes sense though, because people who got their tubes tied, you know, same way. Or people,
yeah.
I
dudes
feel like
that's
that is something that's
about
just
sex.
bad for business
Dudes
too.
that's
Getting your tubes tied, that's just bad for business. Please, just mm-mm. I don't think women should do that, nor take out their uterus. That is like no.
I
I
mean,
think it just totally
it's
tears their
cutting off a
body
lot.
apart. It ruins her
Yeah.
sex drive.
So like you talking about like the hysterectomy and all that shit.
yeah, that's what I
I
was
think
talking
it's
about.
unnatural.
It is.
It's supposed to be there. Why take it out?
If it
Why
Because
wasn't
they
tie a
said
working,
tube
you
that's
supposed.
not supposed to be tied?
Because they said you supposed to.
they
Who is they? How can they tell me what
Exactly.
to do with what's on the inside of my body? I was born alone. They can't tell me what to do with my
The
tubes.
same way they told you you need to take a goddamn corona shot.
I ain't take that. Look, hey, shit, did one, won't do it no more. They told me to take
Man,
it, and it damn near took me out. You see what I'm saying?
I'm
And
just
they can't
saying it's
always
the same
tell
way. The
everybody what
same
to
way
do with
they
their
told you.
body.
The same way they told your parents, oh, she need a flu shot so she can go to school.
And I ain't still
hey,
had one.
hey, they go back to what I was saying earlier about, what she was saying earlier about, we gotta do our own research about certain things. You feel me?
Right, right,
Especially when it comes time to putting something inside of your body, you definitely gotta do your research on something like that. You just can't what. But all our life we've been doing that because it became natural due to our parents who didn't know better, which is something else we was talking about. You
right.
know what I'm saying? But our parents ain't know no better either. And the reason why is because they went too
It's just a
far.
history of grooming.
Yeah, right. Which is what I'm getting to. They went too far removed from parents or grandparents that was slaves. You feel me? And so for that reason
Hmm.
alone is the reason why they didn't know no better. And that for that reason alone, why everybody that was born before 78, 79 didn't know no better. I'm
So,
sorry,
so
all
what
y'all
is
out in the world,
what is
but
it that
born
you
before
think that
79
that got
that
the
really
new
ate it, I wasn't know.
what is it about what's going on now that you think they got the new generation waking up and seeing different things?
The internet,
Mm,
the internet. Your daughter how, and we want to talk about the one that's about to be one, or
yeah,
we can talk about the one that's right before that.
yeah.
Everything they know right now, they wouldn't know most of that without the internet.
But they still don't know unless I tell them because they're not looking that up.
I'm talking about the things you didn't tell them.
Yeah.
You feel me? Those
Nine
things.
times, 9 times out of 10, kids looking up games and the new games and whatever
Man,
they
all
friends
I'm
doing.
saying is, even if when it comes down to the knowledge, even when it comes to the knowledge, they able to learn it at a younger age than we were able to learn it at based
Oh,
on
and
the
they got yeah, because they got the access. Yeah,
That's because
Right.
of technology and it being on a
That's what I'm
screen versus
saying.
it written on
Not
paper.
technology. You can say technology. That's cool too. But the internet specifically.
Okay, but if you don't introduce them to it, how would they even know to look at that through the internet? They wouldn't
It's
even look at that if you
it's
don't
tough.
introduce them to it.
The algorithm.
It's tough not to it's tough to be one of those parents that don't try to that are not trying to introduce your children to the internet or social media because it literally is just about every goddamn where.
Everything.
No, no,
It's
no, no,
every
not the internet. The internet is there. I'm talking about introduce them into thinking outside of what they're being taught through the schools or what they're being taught through their grandparents. Like you have to introduce them to a different thought and let them look
No,
at
you
what
don't,
what your
because
grandparents
the
teaching them
internet
and what
gonna
you teaching them,
automatically
and let them
do it.
figure it out for themselves.
The internet gonna automatically do it because I'm not saying it's a good thing either
well
because I'm saying this, but the internet gonna automatically do it. Think about it. If you a
with
lot
my
of people
kid.
give their kids phones, tablets, all this at a young age before they mentally mature enough, you know what I'm saying, to even go
Right.
outside by themselves or around the corner by themselves. They able to interact or see stuff all halfway across the world, whatever. But anyways,
My children didn't get
the
a phone until they
algorithm
were 13.
makes it to where whatever you see is gonna be whatever you see. Whether
Yeah,
it's
but
based on what you've been looking at or what you ain't looking at because it's new to you, because you just whatever, you
that
gonna
nine
pick up.
times out of ten, the algorithm gonna be based on what you already looked up. So if
But
you haven't looked up,
think about this. If you never had this and this your first time opening it up or looking at it, it's gonna be whatever it's gonna be. So whether your first time opening it up is knowledge, whether your first time opening it up is how to get money, whether your first time opening it up is you're gonna see naked girls on the screen, whether your first, you know what I'm saying? You never know. You
I
never
don't
know.
know. I know it wasn't naked girls.
But all I'm saying is with the internet, whether it's social media or Google, Wiki, the black market websites, whatever it is, without the internet, that is the biggest contributor to the advance of humanity.
I
Uh,
know, but all I
intellectual,
would, I don't know. I don't disagree with that. I'm just saying if you don't introduce them to
and that
different,
is why a 10-year-old could be on a higher level than somebody great granddaddy or granddaddy too.
but
I
if you
mean,
don't,
us as uh, African descendants of slavery, because you got to remember we couldn't have knowledge and information. So as one of those people,
yeah,
you feel
but if even if say you talking about the African descendants, right? But if you don't introduce them to the knowledge that this is what it was, and look into this, if you think that what they teaching you is this, and I'm telling you something different, you can look into it yourself. But if you don't introduce them to something different, they not gonna look into it. They not gonna look it up because 9 times out of 10 they looking up
But have
games.
you ever heard of stumbling across something or coming across something?
I stumbled across a lot of shit, but it all
Have you
ended
ever
up
came
bad.
across something? Have you
You
ever
don't
came
really.
across? You can do both of these things, and your kids can stumble across something or come across something too.
Yeah, they can. But 9 out of 10, you talk about algorithms. They algorithms ain't gonna add up with no knowledge.
Even if we take the algorithms out of it, you know. Even if, because think about this. Before I knew anything about the internet and actually being, because the internet been out since I was a child, a little child, but I didn't start messing with it until I was in my teens, mid to late teens, right? But if I was asking the questions I used to ask in church on the internet back then, think about how advanced I would have been back then. You feel me? Or if I was asking information back then that I was asking right now, think
You
about how
probably
advanced
wouldn't
I would
find it.
be.
You
You
probably
you
wouldn't. You probably wouldn't have found it back then. All that shit wasn't on there.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm just saying, just based on the internet is the reason.
No,
That's all I'm saying. The
the internet.
the
I'm cool with
biggest
the internet. I'm
contributor
just
to
saying
human intellectual
the,
evolution
the,
right
the internet. I'm not. I don't doubt the internet. I'm just saying if you don't introduce your kids to another way of thinking, then they won't even think to look up different things. So we
now.
have to introduce them
So
to
you
different
saying
thoughts.
your qu- your your children wouldn't even question. That's what I was getting to about the church thing, because I questioned what I was being taught. So you telling me that your children wouldn't question what they was being taught by you? They wouldn't ask you, well, why is this or how is this or what is you telling me?
No, no. See, that's why I said introduce them. We have to introduce them because if I didn't introduce the new thoughts or different thoughts about it, and I was just going along with it, then no, they wouldn't just. They gonna go with what I'm going with. If I'm going with the same thing that I was brought up with, they gonna go with that. That's why I said we have to introduce them into different thoughts. We have
But
to
I'm
introduce
saying
them
is
to different.
people can have their own thoughts without being introduced to them. So you
Okay,
don't
okay.
necessarily have
So
to.
how old were you
With what?
when you start when you feel you start having your thoughts about the church and all of that shit?
Well, when it comes to the church part, I was like probably 13 or 14
Okay.
when it
So
came to
I don't want
the
my
self.
kids to go there.
When it
I
came
don't
to
want my
the
kids to go
self,
there
I
though.
was like 18, 19 though.
You know what I mean? Like if we can introduce them early and have them looking into it early, why not?
I know that's what I'm saying. They're able to access it at an early and earlier time than you know what I'm saying we was able to, and even our parents and grandparents was able to.
Yeah, that's all I was saying. I was like,
Yeah.
what age do you feel like at this point in time, this day and age, you should introduce your kids to thinking outside of what they being taught?
Well, I think that you know you have your child for I don't know how many years before you even send them to school. So for
Four or
me,
five.
yeah, by 4 or 5 years. So with me, it starts off the rip and every day. You know what I'm saying? It starts off the rip and every day.
Oh, I know. I'm just asking the question
Yeah,
in
yeah, I
general.
know. I know.
Yo,
I'm just saying. What's
I
up?
I hear you, Sonny.
I ain't gonna hold y'all, man.
Man, get off the phone. Bye.
All right.
Yeah, man. Off the rip and every day is when it starts to me, man. I would
Yeah.
say it's the best way or time or whatever to go about it.
Yeah,
Off the
that see
rip.
that was my question because a lot of people, you know what I mean, they feel like
You don't want to have to go back and forth with somebody that's think about this. If you trying to wake somebody up, right, but they brainwashed, how hard is it to bring them out of that?
uh,
Now think about somebody that's not brainwashed. It ain't hard to take them. You don't have to take them out of that.
yeah, now I asked that question because me and my girl, you know what I mean, me and my wife, whatever, uh, we had a conversation, and I was telling my daughters about Christmas, Easter, and all this other shit in the Bible, and she had an attitude with me, and I was like, "So you mad at me because I'm telling them something different than what's in the Bible?" And her response was, "I don't want them being confused about this and this and this." I'm like, well, I also tell them it. They got games, they got phones, they got all this stuff. They can look it up for themselves and get their own understanding of it. I'm not forcing it. I'm just giving them another option to look into. Like I'm not making them believe this shit. I'm not the church. I'm just giving them some more information. But I'm talking to them because nigga them mind. I don't want them to be blind or dumb to the fact. So me asking when do you start? Like I start from the beginning, but that's where everything.
Yeah.
That's where
What you
everything
do
from.
is you create an understanding before you even. What you do is you create an understanding before you even give the information, because you're not gonna understand the information if I give it to you before you understand it. Do that make sense?
A little bit.
Right. So
Yeah. That make,
basically, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure you know what I'm talking about before I even tell you what I'm talking about.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's like the you giving a little bit the milk before the goddamn meat.
So it's like basically what I wanna do is I wanna, give you a certain mindset to understand that, you know what I'm saying, your position, you know what I'm saying, to understand your position. And once I get you to understand your position, you know what I'm saying, you can get this, because I don't want to give you this first, which comes from somebody else or something else, and you think that's what it is. And then I try to give you the information of who you are, and you feel like that's not what it is because you had that first. No, you gonna get the real first, and then you can see the bullshit after that. You get the real first, and even before I give you the bullshit, you'll see the bullshit on your own when you go out there and see the bullshit. But if I give you all bullshit first before I ever give you the real, I'm waiting till you get 10 years old. I'm waiting till you get 15 before I give you the real. You feel me? You'll never recognize the real do, feel, speak, think nothing real until I give it to you. You feel me? Nah. I'm gonna give you the real out the gate so you can do, feel, think, analyze, whatever in the real mind. You know what I'm saying? In the real first. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna
Nah.
talk to you like no baby Google gaga. I'm gonna talk to you like this.
Yeah. We fell out by like probably like a week and a half over that shit. But I don't care. Like growing up, ain't nobody was outside of the box. Wasn't nobody into growing. It was the same stagnant shit. Church every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nigga, what the fuck? And they was talking about the same stuff over and over. Like,
Hold on, hey, hold on. Let me say this too, though. Even with that church shit, right? Ain't nothing good coming out of it if y'all not talking about that shit when y'all get home. You
nah,
know, go to church, hear that church, maybe say something about that church, and then on the way home, and when we get home, we ain't talking about it no other time. Period.
nigga,
You
at
know,
home
I'm
we
not
didn't talk.
talking about y'all. I'm just saying people do that. They
Yeah,
don't
I'm
talk
just saying
about church,
we
don't have
didn't
nothing
talk
to
at
say about
all,
it
nigga. Like,
unless it's on Sunday while they at the building.
we ain't talk at all. When we got home, nigga, you gotta be outside until the grown ups leave, and then you can come back inside, eat dinner, and then go to sleep. I was shit like I ain't see my daddy really until I was like probably 7, 8, and we stayed with his mama in Parkland. Not Parkland, Palm Terrace. We stayed with his mama, but I never seen him. So the teaching shit, like I knew about the Bible through Granny, and that was the one that had us going to church, but it wasn't no talk about that shit when we got home. We was outside. You couldn't be inside with grown ups. We ain't get none of them conversations. We just got church, and we had to go.
Yeah, for sure. But look, man, look, we finna get off of here, fam. See
Yeah,
what
yeah.
time. If anybody have any statements or remarks that they want to make before we get out of here, you know what I mean?
Ask Queen down there.
Um, no, it was very interesting. It was my first time joining you guys. It was very interesting, very knowledgeable. You know, very good topics to talk about. You know, hope I made sense to you brothers. Y'all made a
Oh,
lot
for
of
sure.
good sense to me. A lot of good avid points. You know,
Um,
got my mind
y-
kind of going, thinking about some shit. I gotta go do some research. So it was very nice.
I appreciate you joining, and I would encourage you to contact this brother, D Lat, man. If you have any topics you want to discuss, something like that, so we can discuss that. You know what I mean? Um, it was a real pleasure to have you on and hear your side of different topics. I enjoy it. Thank you for joining us,
Right on.
Lat.
Oh, also, like if you have any maybe business, social media, anything like that, where people can reach you, you can probably shout that out, Queen Mom.
You can reach me at Screwella K Bill on Instagram and on Facebook. Also on Instagram, you can also hit me up because I do the locks at Capella Locks by Mahogany. You know, Capella underscore by underscore Mahogany. Um, other than that, hey, can't put my government out there, y'all. You know, so you just call me Screw.
We appreciate you, Queen, man, for real.
Right on, right on.
So I just want to say, yeah, we definitely appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? You kind of actually you took over the show because I had some other stuff that I was gonna go with, but it was a topic that we was on, and I was like, let me see if I can get Queen on here and come drop some game off real quick, and you just took over the show. So hey, that's cool though. I appreciate that. You definitely like
Man, you
Bam
passed
say
the mic.
you
I had
gave
to
us,
freestyle.
huh?
I said you passed me the mic. I had to freestyle.
Oh yeah, for sure. You gave us a different perspective, a new perspective. Especially when it comes down to the way women think and see they men and men as a whole and stuff like that. So that was cool and appreciated. It's definitely what we do,
For
you know.
sure.
And other than that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. I'm taking this thing. What do I think about you? That question, picture of
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me ask one question real quick. Hey,
Okay.
Queen, you gonna join us
Yes.
again? Okay, okay. That's all. That's Go ahead, fam.
If I'm invited to join you guys, I definitely will join.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send it that.
Deeply appreciated. Deeply appreciated.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, on the cool, you know what I'm saying? If we can get some more sisters, you know what I'm saying, in this platform, we can kind of better engage this conversation too when it comes down to males and females, relationships, roles, or whatever it is. On that note, or even male or
Just,
female expectations from one another. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
that's the
just
matter.
different thought processes.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying?
I honestly, I have two people I know off top that I definitely could get them to join. I have one female and one male that I definitely the male I know would be definitely interested in because this is the type of thing he kind of lives for, stuff like this. The female I would encourage her, but I think she would chime right on in. I think she get a little feel for it and then kind of fit in with it.
Right.
Okay,
The thing
okay.
is, just let them know that this not no debate channel. You know what I mean? Like we genuinely just get on here and talk and express our opinions and let each other talk type. You know what I
Kind
mean? And
of
it's
emotional.
not a debate. It's more of different opinions, different outlooks because it's a broad fan base or whatever that chime in and we need different outlooks. We need different
Different
opinions.
POVs,
And,
yeah,
right,
definitely.
right. I mean, So if y'all come up with a topic or feel like y'all want to talk about this, then y'all can hit him or he can let y'all know when he free or he gonna go live. And y'all tell him what y'all thinking, and we can go in on that because it's not necessarily set on the topic when we get on here now. Now it's more like freestyle, like what you feeling, what you thinking type thing. So we're trying to go in a different direction with that. So we're gonna do it that way. Like you get on here and hey, I wanna express this and let them know you want to express this. We're gonna get on, we're gonna go in on that. And then we just eventually after wherever it go type thing. But it'll be deeply appreciated if you can get on and have some different people get on it with different opinions type thing.
And anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, watching,
Open minded. I mean, they ain't even gotta be
watching,
open minded.
if you want to get
Really.
on anybody that's watching,
When I bring people, the people I'm bringing, y'all already know they are not intellectually oppressed. That's gonna be our word.
Okay.
They will not
Okay.
hey,
be
hey,
intellectually
we
oppressed.
decide that. We decide that.
Right.
If they give that off, definitely let me know. But I try to bring people that are not intellectually oppressed. They got a little bit of open mind, whether they have a religion or they don't. So
Right.
you know what
Well,
I'm
if
saying, they're
you have
willing
a
to learn
religion,
and
you
get an
already
understanding.
you counseled on the open-minded part. You stuck. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. But I feel like you.
That's why I said, hey, either or. I don't judge anything.
It don't matter though.
Um,
It don't matter.
Conversation can go anywhere, like y'all said.
Yeah, it don't
Right.
matter whether you have a religion or not. It don't matter.
I mean, if we can sit on here and talk sensibly, man, it don't matter what it is. As long as
Right.
we can.
It don't even matter. It's all this about, like I always say, being informed so you can be prepared, so you can know how to move. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can dig it.
That's what it's
I
all
can dig it.
about. So it don't matter if you have a religion or not. You know what I'm saying? You can still come on here.
I mean, even those with religion got a little bit to say that I could still learn from because I don't know everything about it, but I'm pretty sure I can.
You know,
You know what I mean? I can conversate with the best of them. I ain't tripping on that. I just
Yeah.
look like this. You know what I
you
mean?
you. I look at it as this: you gentlemen are so informative, and y'all can give a lot of for people that are not so far educated about certain things, and hey, you give them a different perspective. So just like y'all are open to talk about things, people may want to come on here and be open about learning some things from y'all. So it should be, what I'm saying, leave that open. What I'm saying, to
It's
everybody.
vice versa
Anybody
too.
that
We also open to learning from them. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
and just bring
we
good
we
topic to the table.
we
With
open
some
to
with
learning
some
new
added
things as
points.
well. If they
Right.
got something that they can say that we didn't know, we open to that.
It's about information, building on the
Yeah, just
information
something.
from learning, being able to get an understanding to better yourself within yourself to be able to help better somebody else and eventually the world. Maybe I ain't no Captain Planet ass nigga, but I'm just saying, if you can help somebody after you help yourself within,
Why
of
not?
course, they
Definitely do
possibly
so. That's true.
somebody else. They could possibly help somebody else. Now you'd
True.
help two people, and three if you include yourself.
I'm with it, man. I'm
Facts.
like I told you when you started this, fam, man. Like this outside of making music, this is my outlet. Like this is a calming thing for me. This helped me center myself. You know what I mean? In so many words. But yeah, man. Anytime.
I think this is a very, very, very interesting thing, and it's pretty awesome to do. You know what I'm saying? Definitely participating with you guys tonight. So it's very. I think it's a good look.
I appreciate that for real, for real. And going forward, I would hope that you would join in on a couple of more or many more and um, help spread the word going
I sure
forward
will,
from
because to be
now.
honest, I have two of my children that are actually a fan of the page, the Chainbreaker page, right now. So
Go,
yeah,
go
two of
take
them.
clips of Go take clips of
No,
your
actually,
part.
3 of them. Really, 3 of my children and my nephew. By the way, Mr.
Look,
Lattimore.
make clips of your
That's
part and then
amazing.
post your part and tell people, hey man, come check out my part when I was on Chainbreaker Squad on YouTube. This summer, what I was saying right here.
Yeah.
You know you a good, you get the racks in. We ain't gonna go into that, but you know.
Sure thing.
Yeah, it was a
I say right.
real pleasure.
Hold on, what
Real
you say?
I say I remember my saying, knowing to know, knowledge is knowing. To know
And
is to
knowing this
have power.
power.
Yep.
No,
We gotta
knowing
remember that.
too much.
That's a slogan right there. Somebody gonna
Knowing
speak that
too
right there.
much.
Watch. It's
Yeah,
power.
yeah.
And knowing too much is power.
Right. Knowledge is power and knowing too much is power.
Yeah.
Or power is knowing too much.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Because you have flipped, yeah. That's definitely good. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for tuning in to Chainbreaker Squad. Appreciate you, boy. Fuck with your boy.